What?
He's waiting for the intro to...
All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do
All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Buckle up, Buttercups, because it's time for another wild ride on the episode of Backroad Banter. I'm your host, Chris Dollard, and joining me, my co-host and great friends, Derek Richter and Willie Leach.
How you doing?
Howdy, y'all.
Let's get this show on the road, y'all. Oh, man.
Got something for you, boy.
Do you now?
Oh, we got a full crew tonight, y'all. Everybody's here. Derek's back from his ping pong convention.
Yep.
Yep, the Tres Hombres are back.
Tres Hombres. Heck yeah. That's going to be a good one tonight, y'all. I feel it.
Feel it in my plums.
I know, I just feel like, we weren't whole. And now we're whole again.
Yeah.
Stop. I don't want to cry. All right.
Don't tear up now.
I don't want to cry.
That ping pong convention, I know it was worth it.
Hey, there's balls everywhere.
Was it like a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, I mean, different sizes, colors, everything. Whatever you want.
They
Whatever
bouncing.
you want, they got it.
Were they always bouncing from the left and to the right?
Yeah.
Like that AC/DC song?
Some had a little curve to them. It's kind of wild. I was going to patent those. That way, those are called
man.
one serves.
One serves.
Boom, and it curves.
Oh, man. Well, I'm glad y'all are back to listen to another episode of us. I'm going to go ahead and give a shout-out to all our listeners, getting our numbers up there. Man, we're trying to push out good content for y'all. So,
Yes.
We're at 823.
823.
Sweet.
Heck yeah.
Getting so close to some whistle pig.
Man,
It's just inching closer.
I can feel it.
that's going to be good. And like on that last podcast, we said, if y'all have any small companies y'all want to bring on the show, promote, we will. Willie showed me this one a while ago, Blazes Hall. They're outside of Hallettsville, Texas.
Yep.
Pretty little cool hall, man. I've been there a few times. It's fun.
Yeah, they have concerts every now and again, but I think they're mostly still kind of going towards like weddings and things like that. You can book them for weddings and whatnot for the weekend.
Yeah, I saw Jared Birmingham there.
Yes.
Last time I went there.
I did too.
That was for
Oh,
a Christmas
pretty good.
deal or something like
I
that?
think,
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
pretty
when I bought that koozie, or when I bought that koozie.
Yeah.
Was at a Jared Birmingham concert.
Heck yeah. Yep. So,
Heck yeah, no, they got a cool setup.
yeah.
I like it.
Yep. Kind of brings that old hall feel like we're used to, like
That old wood
when we were
floor
growing
hall.
up, wood floor. You go up to a bar and they got everything in little coolers in the back and
Yeah.
them little slide top coolers.
Uh-huh.
Everything's on ice in them. They just drain them afterwards.
That's the way to do it right
nice.
there. So,
That's real cold. The real cold stuff.
but yeah, if y'all have anything y'all want to promote, man, just give us a holler on Facebook. Message us. Let us know what you're about, what your product is or your company's all about, and we'll give y'all some airtime on here, man. We kind of want to help the community that brought us up, helped us, so we want to kind of give back a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Flash a name. You don't know who might be watching.
Now I'm wearing a downshift garage cap today too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. That's a little partial. It is my brother-in-law. So
Heck yeah.
shout out to them here on the show today.
Yeah. We'll definitely try to get Clicker on here one day.
Yes. that'd be a
Yeah,
good
they've
one.
been slipping they've been slipping by.
I know.
We said we were going to bring him that time when y'all were looking for Ric Flair in the woods.
Oh yeah.
And then
forgot about it.
he was down there at the house before we started the last podcast.
Oh, really?
And he's like, nah. He said he wasn't prepared and he had some other stuff to do. So
Oh, damn it. He could have been the third man for y'all.
I know. That's okay. Next time we'll get him on here when it's all four of us.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one.
I think. What did he say? He wants to get on that Whistle Pig episode.
Yeah, he was going to Whistle
yeah,
Pig
yeah.
I told
episode.
him and plenty others.
Yeah. We're going to get in line. We're going to do a 10-minute segments, let people come in and try it.
That might not be a bad idea.
We have freaking line out the
All right.
door. Y'all come
All
on. All right, next.
Get the hell out of here.
Move on. Next.
Oh, come here, you.
Yeah, so, well, let's go ahead and start the show off with a little warm-up question.
Ooh.
Yeah. So my warm-up question: we all traveled to different places.
All right.
What is y'all's favorite place to, or what was your favorite place that you visited anywhere? Willie, your phone's on.
Hey, shut your dinger.
Sorry, y'all.
Your dinger's dinging.
Someone dinged me. There.
Man, I don't know. I like Paladero Canyon. I mean, it's not huge, but it's pretty neat. Drive down the canyon, and they have like a big rock show play of like how people moved over and got used to the landscape. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's a neat little show. You can buy all kind of souvenirs, and they got popcorn. I mean, you can just whatever.
That was
everything.
one up in the Panhandle.
Yeah,
right?
Panhandle.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, it was. Man, we split the drive up on the way there. We actually drove by the 4-6's ranch. You know, the one they've
Yes.
Yeah,
been Yellowstone
TV show.
kind of made popular.
Yeah.
We went by the 4-6's ranch. Which we kind of, I don't know if we detoured for that or what, but
Taylor Sheridan owns that.
Taylor
now,
Sheridan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and we drove by there, got to see that. That was pretty neat. But man, we split the drive up on the way up there. On the way home was 8.5 hours. It was a pretty good drive.
Yeah, I've been through that area before. I haven't been there, but I've driven nearby through Amarillo. But
Man.
Did you drive by it in the morning?
like George Strait.
Yeah, I think we did go to Amarillo because Amarillo's right north of it, right?
Yes,
Or
I think
kinda
so.
like this?
I think it's kind of southeast of Amarillo.
Because so we went to this other deal. What was it called? The Cadillac something?
Cadillac
Where they got
Ranch?
those cars? Yeah.
Cadillac Ranch.
They got those Cadillacs in the ground. And you can go spray
Cool.
paint your name. And you can go buy
Huh.
spray paint. And I got pictures of me and Emerson went over. It's
good to know about that.
Yeah.
Because Brandy and I know because we're doing the state park, so we'll eventually go to that one.
Yeah.
So glad you told me about that. I need to write
Well,
that down.
Is
and
that on
remember it.
Route 66?
I'm kind of wanting to say, I can't remember
I think
now.
it's part of that Route
The
66.
old Route 66 originally, it went through Amarillo. Now, where exactly it's at up there, I don't know.
See, we went to go get groceries because we were like, man, we need to cook. You know, we didn't have anything to cook with. We didn't want to bring it in the car.
Yeah.
And so there was a Sam's or Walmart or something. So we ended up going there. And then I looked and I was like, oh, it's right down the road. Because, you know, we'd already eaten lunch that one day at the Big Texan.
Oh, okay.
You know, where they got that challenge. I forget how big that steak is, but it is huge. You
didn't
get
tempt
free.
it?
No, hell no. I watched this little 160-pound dude. He didn't even eat a quarter of it. And I was like,
I have eaten there. When we
pretty
were
good.
passing through, we stopped. We were on our way to Montana actually, and we stopped and ate there.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
pretty cool to see.
cool place. Busy as hell.
Oh, yeah.
I think we waited for like 2 hours to get a table.
Really, man. We
Or an hour and a half, something like that.
We must have hit it early because we walked right in. It was pretty
Yeah,
good.
there was even trouble. There was like a bar before you go in, and we even had trouble finding a seat around the bar to even get a drink order while we were waiting. It was like, good Lord.
Oh, they had that deal for the kids too. You could like something would pop up and you shoot it with that little gun.
Yes, yeah, they had
was
all kinds of
pretty
cool
neat.
stuff like that in there.
Kids got to do that for a little while.
So-
yeah, it's pretty neat.
We stayed the night there on the way, so yes, I did see Amarillo in the morning.
Well, go ahead and sing it.
Did you play George Strait while you did that?
I think I probably did. Amarillo by morning,
Oh, sign that guy a record deal.
Yo,
coming down past San Antonio.
hey, we're gonna lose our third guy now.
Hey, you know, and the song was fitting too. By morning from down past San Antonio. Yeah, that's where we came from. It was fitting. It was fitting.
Dang.
No, but that's awesome. Yeah, we want to go there one of these times.
Yeah.
That's on our list.
I will say it's kind of smaller than I thought it would be because I mean
Yeah.
they did have spots they wouldn't let you drive in. I don't know if it's because of the weather, but it was crazy. It was probably 70 degrees, like real dry and cool.
Yeah.
And we drove to the bottom and like a norther blew in. Oh my God, it was 40 something degrees. Like bam, I was like, what the hell? We came back out and I was like, wow.
So I guess that would be kind of, I don't know if that's kind of high plains, I guess, like the high plains.
Well,
Yeah.
like we went whenever it blew in, we were down. We drove all the way down to the bottom, and we were just kind of. There's all kind of little campsites. You can take your camper down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got little campsites. in
Oh,
there.
I'm sure
Pretty neat.
we'll probably drag our camper when we go.
Yeah, probably lose your transmission trying to pull it back out of there.
Oh, shit. I don't know if I'll go down in there, but I think they have campsites out of the canyon too. But
Yeah, nah, it ain't real bad. It ain't bad as I thought it was gonna be.
well, the camper I have ain't heavy anyway. So.
Yeah. You need a Jake brake. Piss all the animals off in the park.
Oh Lord. Oh well, for me, man,
You've got a lot to choose from.
I know there's two places that really kind of make this one tough for me, but I guess because of how far away it was and the cultural difference when we got there, I'll have to say Mauritius.
Yeah, I saw y'all's picture.
Yeah, where we went on our honeymoon. Yeah, that was definitely different and just kind of an eye opener and just a totally different experience. And it's just that whole island's just a melting pot of cultures from, the Indian, Arab, Chinese, it's just all those different populations of people living on the same place. So all that food kind of gets intermingled. Their official language is English, but they actually most of the locals speak a type of Creole, like a Mauritian Creole, because France occupied that island longer than anybody. It went from French hands to English hands, and then finally in the late 50s, early 60s, they became an independent nation. They were they got out from underneath British Commonwealth control.
Dang.
So neat place. They got their own money.
Really?
The Mauritian rupee. Yeah, I have some of those little bills still. I saved a few of them. Pretty neat, man. And just the food. If you can find Indian food, Arab food, like the food was there's just so much to try.
That's pretty neat.
And not very expensive. It's just expensive getting there.
I was say, how long was that trip to get from, where'd y'all fly out?
We flew out of Austin,
Yeah.
Austin to New York to Nairobi, Kenya to Mauritius.
Dang.
And that the longest hitch was at New York to Kenya.
Dang, I bet.
Like it was 15 hours on a plane the whole way.
That's a long ride.
I don't know if I could make the.
Yeah, we didn't spend up and get the first class either. Yeah, no, that would have probably doubled the cost of our trip.
Believe it.
Yeah, actually may have more than doubled it. Just to have first class for that one leg. Like we weren't even trying to get it for the whole trip.
I'm surprised you didn't take your private jet.
Was it out of commission? You had it in the mechanic shop?
Clicker just didn't have it done yet.
Getting a tune up, getting an LS swap.
Yeah, let's swap it. Twin turbos.
Yeah.
Oh, and then of course the water, and I mean it's just like here, the water is not a whole lot different than the Caribbean and stuff, but like just the culture of it, and man, they have their own rum. I have
I remember.
I have bottles of that rum. Like maybe
Dude,
I need to bring one of those on the show if the wife will let me
Dollar's a
rip it
rum
away
man
from her.
over there.
Because
I know he let me try that one rum. I was like, oh my god,
dude, it's the thing is, it's just I've never seen it anywhere here. It's not
Yeah.
here. We get rums from the Caribbean. We don't get rums from the Indian Ocean, so it's just kind of like
A little different.
I've had a guy tell me he can get it, so I don't know how much it'll cost or anything like that. But because I did bring a few bottles home, so. Like I said, if I can tear it away from the wife, I don't know if she'll let me. She loves it too.
You might get a black eye.
Yeah. I did buy a bottle of the High Hill rum. I haven't opened it yet, though.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I got one too.
Dude, I have said I was going to buy one for 2 months already.
I think they got it at Harley's here in town.
They got it in town. I just ain't gone.
Yeah.
I'm a dummy.
I got it in Shiner at
Macker's?
Makers, whatever. I think they call it Makers if you call them on the phone, but I've always called it Makers.
Yeah, I know. I've always
That's what
said
it's
that
all-
too.
Yeah, same here.
We're going to change it.
Well, when you'd call it in Martha, who used to run it, and she would answer, Martha
Yeah.
Macker, she would say Makers, and I'm like, man, am I saying this right?
Dang.
Dang.
But yeah, I say Mauritius for me, and it's a close second was Montana.
Oh.
I was thinking, when you said that, I was thinking just in Texas. I don't know why.
Oh hell, you've been other places, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He said anywhere, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. And I'm I got selective hearing. That's what my wife loves about me.
Got an ear infection, boy.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think all of us have that.
Yeah, it's selective sometimes for me. I'm sure the wife will definitely agree.
Well, if I was going to add to it, I would probably say I like the Dominican. That was pretty
Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah, I went on a little fishing trip. I think there was 3 or 4 couples, and there was one other couple that wanted to go, but his wife was pregnant, and they were like, "Oh," she was like, "I don't know if I can handle it," because we didn't know how the water was going to be.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, we got back, and I was like, "You're lucky you didn't go," because I mean that Oh, my gong went off.
Time's up.
Dude, that boat, it was a pretty good sized boat. We were coming up and just boom, and it was like that almost till you kind of got to those little feeding areas or whatever. But
Was
was
there a lot of seaweed when y'all were there?
no,
Yeah, see,
no, it was actually a nice dark blue. I mean, it was a pretty blue. But yeah, it was rough getting there, and everybody that went up with the captain on that top deal. See, me and another guy stayed in the back. And we were leaning in the back, kind of sitting on the edge. Mm-hmm. And so we weren't like whipping around like they were at the top. Everybody that went to the top got sick. Every single one of them. And my stomach got a little uneasy, but man, when they put you on the fish though, you know, I've never been like a, huge offshore fisherman or nothing like that, but they laid it right in your hands for like, I think it was $800 for all of us to go.
That ain't bad at all.
Yeah. I mean, we got mahi, wahoo. And then we ended up getting like a barracuda, and I mean, they cooked the mahi and the wahoo for us. It was real good.
They do it like the steaks.
Yeah, cut it up in little cubes.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's the way to do it right there.
We did a half-day trip when Brandy and I went. I'll say Dominican's kind of partial to me too, because that's actually where I proposed.
Oh, really?
To Brandy when we were in the Dominican. Yeah, but we when we went, they did the same thing. We just did a half-day trip, and we caught. They put us on some mahis. We caught like 3 or 4 mahis. It was just a half-day trip, and went back in and they cook it for you right there.
Oh yeah. Well, see, so they wanted us. They said, well, we said, can we eat it if we catch it? And they were like, well, there's a restaurant when we come back in, and we take the fish there, and they can cook it. Well, we gave him hell, and we're like, well, you don't know how to cook? And he's like, oh, I'm a real good cook. Like this guy lived with his mom. He was like his best mate or whatever you want to call him, and he was like, no, I can cook it. I cook for my mom all the time. And we're like, well, make it for us. We don't want to take it over. So we didn't pay any extra. You had to pay extra to have it cooked there. And we're like, hell, we got to ride in over an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so he cubed it up. Brittany actually helped him, and they did whatever they put on it. But man, it was real good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll say this, to that, probably some of the best offshore trips I've ever done have always been when we're visiting a tropical location like that.
Oh, yeah.
And they're cheaper, versus here in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
For the same type of trip, you got to go out 50 miles and it costs $1,500 for 5 people.
And you probably won't catch anything out there.
Yeah, there's a chance you might not. Probably, sadly, a better chance you won't catch anything unless you got a good captain.
I'll say too, you don't even have to go fishing. Just go to Port A and just hang out, and you'll spend $1,200 like boom.
Oh,
holy crap! I went to Cabo for the price. I went to Cabo for like 4 days for the price we went to Port A for like 2 days.
Cabo's fun too.
Cabo's pretty cool. Yeah. They got a little bit of a nightlife over there.
Yeah.
Which I'm getting too old for that. But
Cabo Wabo. Did you go to Cabo Wabo?
Yeah. I've never been. We went after everybody left, and I was like, oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
But they were playing music, just, but nothing, no band. I was like, damn.
Some damn good fishing off of Cabo, too.
Really?
Yeah, both times I went, I used the same captain in the same boat in the same company.
Huh.
We did so good the first time. I'm like, let me give it a try. I'll see if I can book him again. And I was able to book him for the day we wanted to go.
Oh,
the exact same guy. And we filled both times I went, we filled his cooler up on the boat, the massive cooler he had on the boat.
God damn.
We had to stop the trip short both times because we had no room to put anything else.
So what do y'all do with all of it when you're done there?
The second time we went, I didn't know in Cabo you can actually bring all your fish back.
Oh, really?
On a plane. You have to flash freeze it, and you can't put ice in it or like dry ice. You can't do any of that. You have to if you have a way to freeze it. Actually, they'll freeze it. The company we went through froze it for us.
Really.
And you just have to bring a cooler back. And what they do is they just take the shit out of the cooler. They used to actually look in it before. Now in Mexico, they don't even look in it. They just take the shit out of it. Yeah, they just take the crap. Actually, Dominican didn't look at it. I brought it home from Dominican too.
Really?
Yeah, the leftover fish.
Dude, I'd love to have some of that back here.
I was actually with Colton the second time I went to Cabo, and we brought all of it back, and we just split it up, and it was all. We actually caught all yellowfin tuna. It was mostly yellowfin, and there was a few mahis, and we actually filled his cooler up, and we went in like an hour and a half early.
Dang.
He's like, oh man, we need to go. We're gonna run out of ice, and that's no bueno, I was like, hey, dude, let's go. Because then Colton and I didn't drink a beer yet until that point, and we were heading back in, and we drank like half of that 12-pack in like the 30-minute roll back in. You don't go very far, you hit the shelf like right there.
Dang.
And so yeah, we went back in and they cleaned everything up for us, froze it for us, and Colton and I went and bought bring a cooler with you. I'll give that advice to anyone listening too. Don't wait till you get there to buy a cooler.
They mark it up.
They're expensive for the cheapest little
pesos.
piece of crap igloo cooler and they have Walmarts there too. But there's a Walmart in Cabo, and Colton and I drove to the Walmart because we had a rental car, and like just for like a little 30 quart, or no, it was a little bigger than that. It was probably a 50 quart. These little 50 quart, like cheap white plastic. They're not even the marine grade, just something you'd usually buy at Dollar General for like $20. They were like $45-$50. They like double the price of them.
Wow.
And if you tried to buy something on the marina when you came in, same shit.
Wow.
Well, they were like $80 at the marina. Oh yeah, them people knew. Yeah, they knew.
I will say the one thing I like about going down there is you can kind of haggle with people too. You know, take
Yeah,
some
that's
cash
true.
with you.
Yeah.
They like that cash.
So I bought a cooler that has a little it's just an igloo with the telescoping, almost like a little carry-on luggage. And I'll throw some clothes and like my, that straw cowboy hat I take everywhere. I would just put it in there too, and I'd take it with me. If I caught fish, throw all the fish in the bottom because they like Ziploc it and everything for you,
Oh, really?
or they like wrap it. So then you can put your clothes back on the top to add more, insulation. And if I got room for my hat, I just throw the hat back on top and close it.
I'll be dang.
And take the shit out of it, and when you get back to the States, they actually just run it through like an X-ray machine now, and then send you on your way.
Huh.
If you got another flight, you just check it for the next flight, and you're gone.
Oh, I'd be pissed they lost my fish.
Raising hell.
Boy. Better find my mahi.
Yeah, I'll say, man. when I went to Costa Rica for work, we're going to the marina to go eat, and one of the boat captains came up and they just caught a tuna. He said, "Hey, y'all want some tuna?" We're like, "Yeah, we're about to order." He said, "No, don't order. We'll get them to make some tuna steaks." That was best tuna I've had in my life. I mean, all they did was just put it on the pit, just sear it on both sides. And brought out some wasabi, some soy sauce. Dude,
Hell yeah,
I've
man.
never had tuna like that in my life again. Oh, that was so good.
And when they catch it right there and cook it, like, whew.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah, they're in Cabo. They send you to a little restaurant there on the marina that'll prepare it for you. And like we took a whole mahi. They sent a whole mahi there for us, and they prepared it like 5 different ways. Like
God dang.
these this way, this part this way. That way we get to try every way they would do it.
Man.
It was pretty neat.
That's pretty cool.
Me and old Klecker got pretty hammered that night.
Wasn't
That was the first trip time I went.
Was that night y'all said y'all were speaking Spanish?
Yes. You heard that story before?
Yeah, I think Klecker told me that
My
story.
sister says it that way too. Y'all were just speaking Spanish. I'm like,
And
I'm
y'all
sure
are-
we weren't speaking good Spanish.
And y'all are talking to each other in Spanish. And y'all kind of understood each other.
At least we thought we understood each other. Oh, dude.
God dang.
You want to talk about another beautiful island, the Virgin Islands,
Oh, yeah.
St. Thomas.
Yeah, I've never been that one.
We went fishing there too. That was a lot of fun. We caught blackfin tuna there. They're smaller. They don't get as big.
Yeah.
We caught a crap load of those. Caught some wahoos. And then Hawaii is whole nother topic, but I won't get into that.
I'll say I've been to Hawaii. I think my favorite place though I visited was Wyoming, man.
Yeah.
I'm not much of the beach is cool and everything, but I'm not about that. Man, send me to the mountains, man. I want to see that terrain. It's beautiful out
See,
there.
that's what was tough about me picking Mauritius over Montana.
Yeah.
But we drove through Wyoming too on the way
Yeah.
there, so because there's just endless skies in Montana.
Yes. Yeah.
I kind of feel that way about Big Bend, not in the same way as Montana, because Montana is just crazier. Rocky Mountains,
Yeah.
everything's higher. But
Yeah.
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 Going out there and checking out the was it Grand Teton Mountains?
Yeah.
We hiked over there, man. That was beautiful. And we went to Yellowstone, and we kind of spent maybe the whole day there, but still didn't get to see everything I wanted to. We got to I got lucky and we got to see old geezer blow off.
Old geezer.
Yeah, old guy, yeah. Or Old Faithful. Is it Old Faithful?
It's Old
Yeah,
Faithful,
Yeah, Old
yeah.
Faithful, yeah. Yeah, we saw that one. I think got there and 10 minutes later it blew off.
Dang.
That's awesome. I've never been to Yellowstone or Grand Teton, so that's like you said. There's just so much to see up there. There's just no way, dude.
Yep.
You could spend 2 months up there and still not see everything you want to.
Isn't that where like all those big, what's those red? Is it red oak? What is
That's
that?
in California, I think.
You're thinking of the red cedars?
I thought you had a picture of like
Are you talking about the sequoias?
some big ass trees or something up there.
Well, there's those sequoias, but there are some big ass cedar trees like in Montana in that area,
Oh, okay.
and maybe they might be in Wyoming. I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know. I can't remember.
Oh,
I
I
actually
thought I
have a
saw a
video
picture.
on my Texas and Beyond page called Ross Creek Red Cedars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's one where I'm like, there's 3 of them growing out of the base together, and I'm standing in the middle. Those trees are massive, dude.
Yeah, maybe it was him.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you saw something from me. I don't know.
Y'all kind of look alike.
But no,
Oh.
damn, really?
I think that was a shot, dollar.
Sorry,
I'm not that rich.
I'm uglier than Dollard. I mean,
Oh, man.
Willie's pockets are kind of sticking out. Looks like got a bunch of money in there.
I don't know. You must be looking hard, my friend. Searching for something.
Is that a
that ain't there.
$100 bill right there?
He just sneezes and they fall out.
Oh,
No, but the big trees are sequoias. That's California. I ain't never been there.
yeah, they said
Where's
you can
that one where you
cars
drive through the?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, that's there.
California.
I've seen that too online.
Yeah, I'd like to go see that, man. That'd be.
Yeah, me too. Me
They
too.
said it's just
That shit didn't burn down.
Hopefully,
No,
not.
I don't think that part of California did. That's more northern California.
It's like the
ain't it?
pine.
I think
pine
so.
needle.
I think that's like, yeah.
I'm not sure exactly where that's
Let's
at.
see where that's at.
I've seen pictures of the cars going
Yeah,
in the
through it.
middle of it. Yeah.
Speaking of, we were talking about all this and going to these national parks and stuff. I mean, I think that's what our friend AJ, the wannabe camper,
The what is the?
that's his goal.
What's the deal y'all got with the Jeep thing?
He
Overlander.
wants to overland.
Overlander.
I'm still waiting on him. Well, he's saying that he's waiting on me to go to Idaho or some shit. I'm like, bro, let's just do something in Texas first.
Yeah, I know it's pretty good.
Let's make sure that you're actually going to like that.
Let's do a practice run.
Yeah. Hell,
Texas
I mean,
run.
you can overland in Big Bend National Park. There's all kinds of little rugged like mountain type trails and stuff that are just built for like Jeep or basically not much bigger than a Jeep.
Yeah.
Like you'd be struggling driving a full size truck up and down some of them roads.
Yeah, that redwood forest. It's on the coastline of California, Northern California.
There you go. Yeah, L.A. and all that Southern California.
Yeah.
So that's where those fires were around Hollywood.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to go see that.
Take a gander. Hey, what do you got?
What is that?
Something good. I
Some
got
limon?
a Shiner Orale Limon.
Orale.
Shiner Orale Limon.
Limon.
You're gonna show that to the camera.
Limon.
Orale Limon.
There it is. Go ahead and try it out if y'all haven't.
Yep. Y'all want one?
Yeah, hell, why not? I'll take
Sure. I got enough. I brought to share.
I'll take
Sensuous.
I'll take a hit.
Take a hit.
I'll take a hit.
What exactly are we talking about?
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you, sir.
Oh.
Hey,
all in
hey. Oh yeah. Oh, here's your cap.
Oh,
Who's keeping those?
that was fresh.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll save those. I'm a weirdo like that. They'll see.
Mexican
They'll
style
like what I
cerveza.
design out of all that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, ain't too bad. Limon.
Cool.
What's
Well,
up with the tiger things on there?
I think that's Aztec Warrior, ain't it?
That's an orderly.
There's like a green. There's like a green tiger and an orange tiger.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
I don't know. Maybe
that a
Shiner
Mexican
Brewery
tiger?
can answer that
Oh,
question
well,
for
speaking
us.
about the Shiner Brewery, you brought up that picture of a Gillies can.
Yeah, I did.
That's wild. You know, we were talking about that last pod, and he
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, the Spitzel Brewery actually made that beer." It's like, I didn't
Yeah,
know
they
that.
did, man.
That's crazy.
And I don't remember anybody talking about that like ever. Say, hey, you know, we've been actually in a movie before. You know,
Well, like to be fair, they never mentioned it in the movie, and I'm not sure that beer was actually used in the movie, was it? I don't know. I'd have to watch it again to
I'd
see,
have to watch it,
see if
too.
they were actually drinking.
I'm sure they were. I mean, you're at Gillies, you got to drink Gillies.
Oh man, you'd think so, right? Like if I was at Gillies, I'd want to drink Gillies.
What kind of beer you want, boy?
Yeah.
And you were talking, Klecker, I was telling him about it, and he brought up Shiner made I don't know if they made it or bottled it for someone back in, this had to be in the 80s. It was called Rattlesnake beer. Yes. He was saying his dad has like a whole 12-pack of the bottles. And then I know at least a couple of my two different uncles have like a 6-pack of it laying around somewhere too.
Really?
Yeah, and I think they actually the liquid's still in the bottles. They never opened them or drank them.
Really?
So, yep, the Rattlesnake. It wasn't Shiner Rattlesnake. It was just called like Rattlesnake beer.
Huh?
Yep.
Dang. Well, we got any national news for today?
We sure do. We got some national days. It's Weather Person's Day.
Screw them.
Yeah, they're like, they don't know shit.
Y'all are like politicians. Y'all lie too much.
It's like that guy, Family Guy. It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
He just hollers it. All right, back to you.
Ollie, what's the weather forecast for today? It's gonna rain.
Oh, dude, that dude makes me laugh.
Oh man.
Thank you, Ollie.
I think everybody says that when it starts raining down here.
Yeah.
It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain.
Just hollers it, and it's over. That's the forecast.
Yeah. That's how mostly all of them are, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also Nutella Day.
Ooh.
In case you want to prank somebody with some. You ever seen the Nutella
Yeah.
videos on
No,
YouTube?
I
And the
have
stall
not.
or whatever.
Oh my God.
Or the
So they take the Nutella and they put it on their hand, and then they'll say, "Hey," they'll be sitting in a stall, and they'll have somebody next to them. They're, "Hey, can you give me some toilet paper, man? There's no toilet paper in here." And they go to hand the guy some toilet paper, and he puts Nutella on his fingers, and he goes, "Thanks, man," and he grabs the toilet paper.
Oh,
It looks like he's got like shit on his hand. They get so pissed.
I like
dude.
when they do it with the kids.
Dude,
Oh,
when I think
dude.
of Nutella, that's what I think of. The damn prank video.
Man.
I mean, I actually like Nutella on like a
Toast.
sandwich,
Yeah.
or like with peanut butter. Nutella.
Yeah,
and
they got
peanut
those
butter.
little Nutella deals with the little sticks.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
just
seen
introduced my son to Nutella. It was the HEB brand type, but
Yeah.
I bought one of those rice cakes and put Nutella on it. Oh, he went to town on that, man.
He went bonkers.
Oh, he
bonkers.
did.
Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of Nutella. But it is also Frozen Yogurt Day,
Ooh, some froyo
Frozen Yogurt, and Bubblegum Day.
bubblegum malicious.
We should have brought some Bubblicious.
Rowdy Roddy. I came here to chew bubble gum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubble gum.
I bet they sold a lot of bubblegum.
Yeah,
I'm sure they did.
I'm sure they did. Yeah, dang.
Yep, no, that's about all I got.
All right.
Well, I just got informed. Going to sports, Jimmy Butler is now going to the Bay. He's going to the Warriors.
What?
Wow.
What crazy
Dude.
dude! This week
I
has
didn't
been
see
nuts.
that one.
Or
Yeah,
last week,
everything's being
Hey.
overshadowed by the big one. Not that one, but
Luka.
So,
yeah, the
y'all,
Luka
y'all notice the
shit.
common denominator? As I finally figured out over the last few years, they all go to the party life. California has the life. You know what I mean?
Or
Like,
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miami,
Yeah, it's like, dude. So Jimmy Butler's gonna he was still in Miami, right?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in Miami. Well,
So
he
he
was.
went from Miami to the other coast.
The
Yeah.
San Fran, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
or-
they.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
Wait,
Where's
where's Golden State at? I don't even know.
Sacramento.
Sacramento?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say I knew it was in California.
No.
No, San Francisco.
Yeah, it
the
is
Bay,
in San
yeah.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay. San Fran, yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, Sacramento got the Kings.
yeah, Jimmy Butler went to the Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schrader, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick.
Dude, that's quite a haul for Jimmy
Yeah.
Buckets. I mean, I know Jimmy's still pretty good, but how old is he now?
Has he played much this year?
No, I think he's just
Thought
he
he's
was
been hurt.
suspended.
Oh.
Isn't he like 35, 36 years
I
old
think he's
now?
younger than that.
Is he a little younger?
Yeah.
Shoot, man, I don't know. I thought he was getting up there a little bit. He's been around a long time,
Yeah.
so I know he ain't like Chris Paul. Chris Paul's like 39 still rolling.
Yeah, but he's, yeah.
CP3.
Yeah.
What about the big one that happened Saturday that
Oh.
blew the whole sports world
What
up?
on earth,
Dude,
dude?
man, what the hell?
I haven't watched a lot of basketball this year, I'll be honest, but that one blew my mind.
Yeah. I think Luka's still in shock about that one.
Oh yeah, he's pissed.
You see his face? He just
Yeah.
he was on the bench the other day and he was just like,
What the hell?
So the rumor that's going on why he got traded, they said, oh, it's because his weight. Oh, no, that ain't his weight. Supposedly Nico well, I can't remember his last name, Harrison, I think, the GM.
Oh yeah, GM. Yeah.
They said Nico's wife was kind of fond of Luca.
Oh wow.
Oh, dude.
I was like, and you watch some of that Nico's videos, the way he talks, like, yeah, I could see that. He seems like a
shit.
little bitch to me.
He looks like he gets a little jealous.
Yeah, and you see the interview they had with Nico and Jason Kidd. Jason was over there. He's like,
Yeah, Jason don't want to
he
shoot
was just
himself.
shaking head. He's like, dude, I want to beat your ass. Did you see the AI video I sent y'all?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I've
Jason
seen.
Kidd up, he started strangling
Dude,
him.
I've seen some funny AI, like the voiceovers, dude. Like
Some of those videos, I gotta stop and go, "Oh shit!" Like that. it
Is this
looks
real? Like,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
And then they say some
kinda
off the wall stuff, and you're like, "Oh, okay, never mind."
It's kind of scary, man. How
Yeah, it
real
is.
some of that shit sounds.
Shit.
Yeah, what else they say? Luca just bought a $15 million house.
Oh yeah, he like just closed on it, and they
Yeah,
told him
then-
he's gone.
You're going to
Dude,
L.A.
that sucks ass.
I don't get it. Well, I don't know. And then you heard like Shaq and Chuck talking about it, and they're like, "Oh, I think the Mavericks got like they're gonna be a top team now." And I'm like,
No.
With a
you just got-
31-year-old center who can't ever stay healthy.
Yeah.
How old is Kyrie?
"Street clothes Davis." Well, and then I saw Kyrie requested
Kyrie-
a trade
Kyrie
like right
requested
after
a
that.
trade.
Yeah, Kyrie's got to be in his 30s too.
Yeah. Actually, a bunch of the team guys, they didn't want to play. They said they were going to sit out.
That's what I heard.
I'm not hating on age, Some people can play a lot longer than others, but man, once you're talking about guys over 30, and these are your stars, and this is what
Yeah.
you have to go against. Okay, now you got to go against the Lakers, who have Luka and
Yeah, they got
all these stars in their 20s. It's just like a lot more miles on them legs, man. Like at some point, that all kind of gives in.
The other rumor that I was reading, somebody, I don't know if I shared it with y'all. So the people that bought the Mavericks from Cuban, so I guess they're into like gambling and everything. They have some casinos. Well, they were trying to make a casino there in Dallas, and I guess they got in trouble. Didn't have enough money, so they figured they'd get rid of Luka because his super contract was about to come.
Yeah, I saw it was gonna be pretty big.
And
Yeah.
I was seeing something. I don't know if this was true. They were saying he can't make as much now because of this trade.
Yeah,
It screwed him out of a lot of money. I
yeah,
thought
that's
I
Yeah.
a
read.
lot of money. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
bet he is pissed.
basically
100
the Lakers.
million?
Yeah, the Lakers don't have to pay him that much or something now
Yeah.
for a supermax.
He
Or,
got traded for Street Clothes Davis.
yeah, yeah.
I saw that nickname. I was like, that's pretty funny.
oh,
right there.
dude. Yeah, that was a wild one. I did like seeing the Spurs getting De'Aaron Fox though.
Yeah, that was a good pickup.
That was
a good pickup.
I thought that was a solid trade.
They're picking up some.
Well, they give up a first rounder, and
Yeah.
who else did they give away?
Was it Collins?
I think it was Collins.
Zach Collins
Yeah.
and somebody else.
Collins was kind of.
He was on and off.
Yeah, man. I know last year there were some games he was. Man, he would come out. I mean, threes under the basket. He was big. It was like
They
kinda
got quite a
impressed
few
me.
picks too. So losing that one number one they gave up, I didn't think
Yeah.
that was too bad.
Well, then they already picked up Barnes, and that's kind of been. And Chris Paul, like having some veteran facilitators too. Like, man,
Yeah.
that's been big for them.
So I think that was a big plus for them picking up Fox. Then you got Paul there who can teach them, and I think that's why they picked up Paul.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got
They
got
want
that
him-
player coach
Yeah, he's that
mindset
player
going
coach
on.
set going on. You got all those young kids, Vassell and Soshan.
I
Who's
keep forgetting
yeah,
about
so-
Soshan,
man,
man.
who's that other one? There's another one that's on there.
Oh man, there's a few.
Who's he came out of Kentucky,
That's who I'm
the
thinking of.
defensive player. Well, he was supposed to be. Like I said, I haven't watched much this year, so I don't know.
Oh,
There's another-
that rookie they got this year is pretty damn good. Oh man, I'm trying to think of his name.
I can see his name. I
He's
can't.
pretty damn tall too.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of got that hair like Lonnie used.
Yeah.
Lonnie Walker. Hair.
Yeah.
Like he got.
Dang, what was that boy's name?
Yeah, I know he's a rookie. They said he's picked for possibly getting rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, dang, I didn't watch some of the earlier games, but I was watching some the other day, and yeah, he's pretty good.
Oh, I gotta look this up because it's gonna bother me.
His size makes a difference. I mean, he just seems long.
What was that dude's name? Is it Washington? No.
The rookie?
Yeah. Is it Washington? No.
I can see his face, but I can't.
Castle.
Castle. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
that's
so,
not who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
though.
So it's Fox, Castle, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, and Victor
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
Wimby.
Wemby.
Wimby. That's the easiest way to say it.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, I think man,
Gumby.
Spurs on the right path now.
They're easing their way. I think so.
I think these
Boy,
picks
did you
are
see
big.
that game against the Bucks the other day?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh, man. Chris Paul had freaking Giannis pissed.
Yep. I think
Oh,
they
God.
showed the audio on what was said.
After the game, they were like kind of in the middle of the court, jawing at each other, and
Oh man.
Giannis was like telling him come onto the back, and Chris Paul was like, dude, like
I
you're
like
taking
it.
it too serious.
I like Giannis, man. Giannis, he reminds me of the old school basketball, man. Like
I've never seen him get rattled like that though. Usually he just kind
No,
of
he
just
No.
runs
he's
down
got
there
that more
dunks
cool
on
and
your ass.
collective. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I kind of thought of him as kind of like Duncan,
Yeah,
yeah.
like the modern Duncan. You know,
yeah.
maybe not quite as what
Yeah.
Duncan was or what
Yeah,
Duncan
He
meant to
talks
the
a little bit
Spurs,
more
but-
trash than Duncan.
Yeah. Well, there was that. They asked him like, what do you strive to be in your career or something, and then like his answer was Tim Duncan. He's
Yeah.
like, where's Tim Duncan? And they're all like looking at him funny. They're like, like I don't know. He's like, seriously, where's Tim Duncan? Because like no one keeps up with Duncan. That's what he's saying. Like I want y'all to leave me alone when my career's over. Like Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
Like no one cares who Tim Duncan is. That's what Tim Duncan wanted.
yeah, he just does his thing.
I'll watch a bunch of those, some of those TikTok videos and a bunch of those guys. They said, man, underrated players are usually the Spurs. So everybody underrates them. Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Tony Parker.
Oh,
You don't hear about them like
I don't know how
everybody
you can.
else.
You want to get into a debate? I don't know how you can underrate Tim Duncan anymore.
Oh, yeah,
and people
you
do
can.
it all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
They
you got to
forget about
be a Laker or somebody like that to.
They were
get all
comparing
the
him to Kobe.
eyes on you.
They were comparing his career to Kobe, and dude, you talk about some mad Lakers fans like, oh, he ain't nothing like Kobe, and they were like, man, those two MVPs,
Yeah.
those two MVPs and those three Finals MVPs sure say something different.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll just spark them and get them all pissed off. I think Kobe only had one MVP, and I think he had two Finals MVPs. Duncan had three Finals MVPs and two MVPs.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll piss those people off.
Pretty
man.
good.
Suck it, Bird.
And like Kobe, while Kobe
Keeps
was there,
getting
they
all these
missed.
damn
Yeah.
LeBrons and Lucas and
Yeah.
keep
You
getting
got
all
to
the big
think
names.
they missed the playoffs while they had Kobe.
Yeah.
Duncan never missed the playoffs.
Oh,
Never.
Yeah, he never did.
Yeah.
Ever missed the playoffs while he played for the Spurs.
No.
He
So
did it
like,
quietly too.
man, it's just 5 championships. Kobe had 5 championships. Like they're even there, but it's just like those things right there. And shooting percentage, all those things were higher for Duncan.
Watching those games back then, it's kind of weird. You would have thought like you remember when OKC, you had your Harden, Westbrook, Durant. Look at how good they are. You know what I mean? You would have thought that they would have taken it all the way at
Yeah.
least once.
Well,
They did go to the finals once. They just
Yeah,
didn't win.
I
it.
just can't believe like they didn't just dominate.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they were saying about the Mavericks now. They had Bronson. He was on the team with Luka. And I guess they had somebody else on the team. And
So they went to not the final, or did they go to the final?
Who?
Dallas.
They went to the finals. What, was it last year? Or the
Yeah,
year
Yeah, it was
before?
last year.
It
Wasn't
was
it?
last year, yeah.
They
Yeah.
lose to the Celtics, I think.
Yeah, I think it was the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Celtics.
I was gonna say I thought they went right about to the. end.
Yeah, you see how much I've paid attention to basketball recently.
Yeah.
Not much.
I try to keep up with it here and there.
I remember the OKC Miami finals though. That was like 2012, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Because they beat the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals to get there, and then
Yeah.
the Spurs came back in 13 and made it to the finals, and then won it in 14. So
Yeah.
then the Spurs kind of became relevant again, and that was kind of the end of that OKC dynasty.
Yeah.
I guess you can kind of almost blame the Spurs for kind of killing that one.
Yeah.
Because the team that was supposed to be aging and faded all of a sudden came back and had some youthful legs to kind of help the old guard get there again.
Yeah.
With,
Yep.
Kawhi and
Oh,
that
man.
was when old Danny Green was going off with all them threes too.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Didn't he tie the record?
Yeah, I think
of,
so.
what was it?
For Bruce
was it-
Bowen?
Did he
Most
tie or
threes.
broke the record for
Or
the
maybe he broke
finals?
it.
For the final NBA finals,
Was it for a series? I think he had the most
Yeah.
something like that.
most
And
threes made in a
I
series.
think Curry has since broke that again, but
Look at that.
Yep.
That dude don't even need eyes.
at the time, though, I believe
Yeah.
Danny Green broke that record. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Oh man. Well,
Kawhi, man, like that's
ever since he left the Spurs, man,
dude.
it's like
what's
Except for
happened?
that one year in
he goes to
Toronto.
Toronto, and it's like, oh, shit, they win that championship, and you're like, man, I can't believe we let that go.
He messed up leaving Toronto. He should have stayed there.
Yeah, I think so.
He should have
where
never
the
left.
hell's he at now?
should have never left the Spur. But you think about it, if he stayed in San Antonio, we wouldn't have Wembanyama right now.
Yeah, it's true.
San Antonio wouldn't have Wembanyama.
You got to pay the price. You got to suck for a few years.
So, but I think he messed up not staying in Toronto. I honestly think he might have won another championship in Toronto. I think going to the Clippers was a huge.
Well, it kind of
mistake.
pisses you off 'cause you're like, oh man, the Spurs fumbled the bag and had a miscommunication with Kawhi and had their issues, and then he goes on and then they win. You're like, oh my god. But then you look, the same shit happens in Toronto.
Yeah.
Disagreements, and I was like, oh, maybe it wasn't
And
so
it's
much
happening,
just the Spurs. So.
happening on the Clippers now too.
Yep.
Yeah, when shit don't go
So,
perfect, it's
yeah.
into the world.
I always thought it was BS because it's like how the Spurs, they literally got fined for resting people.
Yeah.
You remember that game? They got fined for resting Duncan Ginobili and
Parker.
Parker in the same game.
Yep.
It was
I
a
remember
road
that.
game in like Miami or something, and they rested all three of them, and they fined the Spurs $250K
God damn.
for resting their 3 stars
That's a lot of
because
money.
all these people bought tickets to see these players and they didn't play. And
Yeah, that's true. That does kind of suck. Though.
I
You go-
get that,
you
I
go
do,
pay
but
all this money.
but so the Spurs didn't care about getting fined to rest people. But you're going to tell me that they were trying to force Kawhi to come back from an injury?
yeah,
I never
Yeah,
bought it. I thought it was
didn't either.
bullshit. Yeah. So the Greg Popovich Spurs would not have forced Kawhi to come
well,
back.
and then the uncle wasn't the uncle part of the
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah, wasn't the uncle his agent?
Like,
Yeah, he
I guess
was.
so.
Yeah, or maybe probably still is his agent.
Hey, speaking of Pop, y'all know he had a stroke, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, he
it
hasn't
was
been
weird
with the,
not
he hasn't
seeing
been
him
with the
on
team for a while, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird not seeing him in the game.
Yeah, I know. He's been with the Spurs so long. It's like,
Oh, man.
good
Hey, you don't know
Lord.
any different. Like, wow. But man,
Who's
he ain't doing
acting
too
as who's acting as interim?
terrible. I can see that guy's face. He was Greg's assistant, I think, but I can see his face, but I
I
don't
can't
really
think of his name.
can't remember.
This
yeah.
might sound funny, but I always thought they messed up letting Becky Hammond go.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
too, man.
I wouldn't even have cared if the Spurs let her be the first female head coach. I think
Yeah.
she was a good
She
one.
got into
was.
some kind of. She got in.
She's in the
she was given
WNBA
some
now.
big kind of award, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she gave a speech and like made Greg cry about.
Yeah.
Like you gave me a chance when no other.
when she
they weren't
left the
letting women do
Spurs
much.
that same year, she won the championship with her team. in the
WNBA.
Yeah.
She's won a championship in the WNBA, and then, while she was still an assistant, she was the head coach of the summer,
Oh,
the
G League?
rookie team,
Yeah.
of the
Austin
summer
Spurs?
rookie team. Yeah, no, the rookie team.
Oh, the rookie
They won
team.
the rookie championship.
Oh,
Over the summer, over that summer
dang.
league.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Huh.
So she did that too, and then she went on to win a championship in the WNBA with her team. And I know I've saw interviews where they've asked her like, would you consider going back to San Antonio to the NBA if Greg Popovich retires and the Spurs want you? And she was just kind of like, no. She acted like she wouldn't, but at the same time, you're kind of like, there's probably going to be a lot more money in the NBA for you.
Yeah, got to play hard to get a little bit.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, she also played in the WNBA too, didn't she?
Yeah.
For the Spurs, or what was the WNBA San Antonio? The Silver Stars.
I think so.
Yeah, she played for the Silver Stars for like half of her career.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know where she was the other half, but she played like 16 years in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yep. Man, y'all see what Trump's been doing here lately?
Raising hell.
You see what he told Canada after Canada finally, I guess, bowed down to Trump. He
About
says, "Well,
becoming the 51st
Yeah.
state.
Yeah.
I'll let you say what he said.
oh, I don't know. I forgot what he said.
Oh,
remember
I
him
forgot
saying
exactly how it was said, but I did see a Facebook post from his alleged account, and I was like, oh.
He said basically everything. I guess what y'all got, we got. He said, might as well go ahead and be a state with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said there's nothing Canada has that we truly need or that we don't already
Yeah,
have.
that's what it was. Yep.
And he said Canada might as well just become the 51st state. He said then you don't have to worry about the border or the tariffs.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Oh,
Who was that guy that kept stepping up that kind of talking shit? Like,
Tributo?
no, it was another guy. His last name Ford or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
Ford. Yeah.
He kept stepping up and saying, "Well, we'll cut you won't have your
Yeah.
whiskey anymore," and all this. I was like, Bro.
You can have your Canadian winter.
Ooh.
You're gonna threaten us with
like
no
Kentucky
whiskey.
and Tennessee doesn't exist, bro.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think we could.
Hell, how
do
many
just
distilleries are in Texas now?
Oh,
like,
man.
good God.
Yeah.
What a dumbass thing to say.
Well, I got some interesting facts on Canada culture and lifestyle.
Oh, let's hear it. Slide it.
Hawaiian pizza was actually invented in Canada.
Hawaiian pizza.
First one was in 1962.
You talking about like with pineapple and shit on it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like it.
I like pizza with pineapple on it. Pineapple and ham.
Bunch of swingers over there eating pineapples on their pizza.
We're just as swinging.
They wouldn't care because you know why? It's home to the world's most apologetic people.
Oh,
Eh?
yeah.
Canada actually has an apology act, meaning saying sorry in court doesn't count as admitting to guilt.
What kind of?
Eh?
Oh my God, dude. Oh, I'm glad you screwed my wife. Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. Come on over next Tuesday. We're gonna have pizza. We're gonna have pineapple pizza.
Pineapple and ham pizza, baby. You can lay ham.
Yeah. What the?
And get this, Canadians love their milk in bags. Milk is commonly sold in plastic bags instead of cartons or jugs over there.
In bags?
It's
Yeah.
still in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? It's plastic. You might as well just get it in a jug, dude, like everyone else.
Yep.
Huh.
I don't know. That is
Okay.
weird.
What the hell?
That's strange.
What's the catch with that?
I guess you can play slap the bag with a bag of milk.
Oh, man.
You know, that was another big thing they talked about was milk. He was like, "Where are you gonna get all your milk?" And I'm like, "What the hell?
Bitch,
You
we
know
got
me-
dairy farms in
Oh,
Texas.
so you know me freaking- Dude, the county next to us is Lavaca County. Like,
Yeah.
you know what Lavaca?
Yeah.
I mean,
Cow.
we're in Canada. Yeah, we're in Lavaca County.
Yeah.
At least I am. I mean,
yeah.
y'all are like on the edge of it.
Yeah, I'm like right on the edge, so I can't count.
Here's
Lavaca.
a
Shiner's in Lavaca County.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're all from there.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have my address there.
Here's a weird and interesting law. It's illegal to scare the queen.
There's a queen in Canada.
Under Canadian law, you can be arrested
I'm
for
sure.
intentionally frightening Queen Elizabeth II, even though she's no longer reigning.
Canada is technically a Commonwealth of Britain.
Yeah.
They are independent now,
Yep.
but they're still considered a Commonwealth. So, like, I don't know if this is in your facts, and I hope I don't ruin it. But technically, like, all their public land in Canada is technically still owned by the English crown.
Yep.
So the royal family.
You know, I think you
Queen
said that
Elizabeth.
on one of the other.
I believe I
podcasts.
did, yeah. So now it'd be, King Charles
Yeah.
is theoretically he's the largest landowner in the world. Because everywhere they once had a commonwealth, wherever there's public land, the crown still owns it.
Yep. It's also the second largest country in the world. Canada covers 9.98 million square kilometers, second only to Russia.
Wow, so even more than the U.S.
Yeah. And it also has the longest coastline of any country.
Longest coastline.
Yeah.
I guess if you count all them damn islands, you have
Yeah.
all kinds of coastline.
Yeah.
And it has more lakes there are more lakes in Canada than the rest of the world combined.
Damn.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
Crazy.
That's too damn cold. Though.
They also,
Yeah.
what is it? The forest, all the forest up to the north is, I forgot what they considered. It's like one of the only places in the it actually produces most of the oxygen for the globe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did read that.
they called it the green zone, and it's like untouched wild forest on the northern end because it gets so damn cold up there. People don't live up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of the cold, it says it right here. Canada gets the world's lowest recorded temperature outside Antarctica. The temperature got down to negative 81 Fahrenheit.
Hell
Oh my god, dude!
no, you can have them damn trees. You can shove them up your ass.
Oh.
It's too damn cold.
I mean, did them trees survive in that shit?
I guess.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, what the-
Like, fuck.
Did you know it also has
Sorry
a
for my
desert?
French.
What?
It has a desert.
What?
Yeah. It is home to sand dunes, rattlesnakes, and even cacti.
Where?
The Okanagan Desert in British Columbia.
Dude, I did not know that.
I didn't either. It's interesting. And has more tornadoes than any country except the U.S.
Oh, I'll say
What the hell?
Tornado
Why do
Alley.
we have all the tornadoes?
Yeah.
Tornado Alley's like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know we were on like top of the list for tornadoes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, it's looking that way.
It's an anomaly. It's an anomaly mostly found here.
Yeah.
It does happen in other nations around the world, but it's pretty rare anywhere else.
You know why? Because the government's doing it.
Yep.
Actually,
get on that trip.
from what I've been, yeah, we could get on that trip. The Rocky Mountains has a lot to do with it.
Really?
The Rocky Mountain range, the way they're situated, when the weather moves west across over the top of the Rockies, and then everything drops dramatically across the other side. Yeah, when it goes over the plains, when everything dips and the cold dips dramatically, they believe that's part of what creates a lot of cyclones. Because the Rocky Mountain range runs all the way into northern New Mexico, which is why the Panhandle and North Texas falls into that zone still.
Yeah. Hey, well, it is Weather Person's Day, so good job, Mr. Weather Person.
Willie, you should be hard for Weather Person.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's a fact. I've been told that. But
Willie, what we got for today? It's going to be a tornado.
there's a nader, run, boy. Turn on that Chevy.
Like that movie Twister, all that shit flying. Cow flew by.
Let
Let me stop in a muddy field and run my augers down and pray to God. Sorry, have y'all seen that movie?
What, Twister?
The new Twisters?
Yeah, I have.
I don't think
You know what I'm talking about. The augers on the side of the truck, and you're
Yeah.
just sitting there like, dude, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Boy.
Sitting there riding out a freaking F3 tornado with because I ran augers into the ground.
It ain't the augers I'm worried about. It's what's going to be flying in the air.
Yeah,
Gonna
no
hit you.
Screw that.
That 18-wheeler flying around and hits you. Them augers ain't going to do nothing.
If that 18-wheeler got picked up at all, them augers ain't holding that 1-ton truck down. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sure your dad's got a bunch of good stories about being in a tornado since he's from Missouri.
He has some.
I know my dad does.
They get them up there. They're not real. I want to say see, where was your dad?
Kansas City.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, that's gonna be a little different. That's more along the plains and.
Yeah.
See, down there, like in the Ozarks where Dad's from, they get them. Don't get me wrong. Tornadoes are always a concern up there. Every year, they get close. There's one nearby or somewhere, but I don't think it's quite as rampant as most of Tornado Alley.
Yeah. Yeah, he told me a crazy story. Tornado warning was going off, and I guess it was coming down, and he's got 3 other sisters. So they were running across the street trying to go into the neighbor's basement. Well, my aunt, Roberta, she had a umbrella, I guess, from hell hitting them or whatever, and that tornado almost sucked her up. Like, it picked her up.
Oh, shit.
They said their mom had to grab her by the foot and bring her back down.
Dude.
Golly.
Yeah.
It's like the first Twister, man. Like, she should have tied her off to a damn pipe in the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always asked my dad, why don't you have yearbooks or anything from high school? He says, well, it was all
Got
wiped
ruined,
out.
huh?
Yeah. God.
Dude.
So he really doesn't have anything from his childhood.
See,
That's
like,
crazy.
that part of the U.S., like, most people have a cellar or a basement.
Yep.
There's some in Shiner, one of the flip houses we bought. It had one. You walk down
Actually had a basement.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's
And
not common in town
so
or in Shiner.
there. There's the house. Actually, yeah, that's a rental house we got now. So there's the house, but then there's a garage next to it, and you walk between the house and the garage, and there's a concrete deal, and it's got its own kind of it looks like a small building, and you just walk in that front door and shut it, and then you go down into that
Really?
concrete cellar down there.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty
Is it
neat.
pretty-
Right there, right next to the KC Hall or whatever they call it, the Legion or whatever they
Oh,
call it
really?
nowadays.
Yeah, it's a KC now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be the Legion.
Yeah, it's right there.
I didn't think
Yeah.
that you could do that down here because the ground over here moves so much.
Yeah. I
That
didn't
would-
walk all the way down in
that
there
would
because it
be a
looked
concern.
pretty damn creepy.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Dude.
it's dark as shit down there.
You're talking about that ground moving. God, it's bad around my house, dude.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that black land.
Oh,
out
you got
there.
that black gumbo.
Dude,
Oh,
it's a little sandier over here, ain't it?
Yeah, it's real sandy.
Not,
Yeah.
not over there. It's
That's
all
what they said.
black
This is
gumbo.
the best place to put a slab in there.
Yeah. Yeah, they had to bring in all kinds of special dirt before
Mm.
they poured the slab for my house.
Hey, it's good to plant shit over at your house, though, ain't
Yes, I will say that. That black land does provide for some good planting.
it? Mine makes some good watermelon and peanuts. And
That's if I felt like planting shit in the ground.
yeah,
I plant trees, but see, I only got to plant them once, and then they're good for like years or
Yeah.
forever.
water them a little while, let them ride.
Man, I want to bring some up back from the last podcast.
No, hell no.
All right, then.
No,
I kept, I was talking about that.
He's like, I wasn't there. That's bullshit.
Well, I kept on talking about that drug, that plant drug. It's
Yes.
the name is Ibogaine. That is the name.
Okay.
Yeah, Ibogaine.
You said it was plant. Was it like mushroom based?
No,
or
it's
psychedelic based.
It's a psychedelic base, and it's actually off of a tree bark in Africa.
Huh.
Yeah. And so I don't know if you really heard much about
No,
it.
You
I
just
didn't
said
think
animal based. I'd have asked if you're looking a toad or some shit.
No, it ain't like that. So they
Futurama.
So Rick Perry, our former governor, he's actually trying to go around and help push this this drug Ibogaine into the U.S. store where it's legal, so they can start using it on the veterans and everything who's got PTSD and all that.
Oh, yeah.
So what this drug does is I guess it's like a pill form, is from what I'm gathering. You take this pill within like 5 minutes or certain hours. It depends on how your body takes it. You start seeing things, and I guess it's psychedelic, right? And so what it does, it rewires your brain. And for people who got like addictions or PTSD, it helps them cure all that. Like after they're done through their 48 hours or however long it takes, they are clean. They don't have any more problems with their head, no more addiction and everything. So he's trying to push this to bring it here so he can help the veterans who are fighting this, struggling with PTSD and addiction and alcohol. And so he's been going around on a podcast. He was on Joe Rogan. He was on Team Never Quit the other day with
I was going to
Marcus
say, I
Luttrell.
ain't heard nothing from Rick Perry in a long time.
Yeah,
No,
I
I forgot he was even governor.
I know. Greg Abbott's been in so long now. It's kind of
Oh man.
almost wish we had Rick Perry back.
Well, I forgot. Well, Perry ran for president.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, I thought I'd bring that back up. Hopefully, people are listening. Maybe they'll look into it, and when that bill does come up, read into it and maybe vote yes for it if it is good.
I'll say this: this is one of those things that just makes me, as an American citizen, ask, why? Why are you keeping this from being legal?
Yep.
This is helping our veterans.
Yep.
Helping anybody with some kind of PTSD. I mean, this goes beyond goes beyond our veterans.
Yeah, it helps a lot of people. So,
How many victims of abuse could probably benefit from
yeah,
this?
for sure.
How many victims why is this illegal?
And it's not like you just take a drug and you're sitting in a room like all high. They said it's actually, they put you in a room, they put IV on you, they put the what do you call it, stuff to check your heart rate,
EKG.
Yeah.
They check all that.
Yep.
And you're when you're doing that, they check you out, make sure everything is right. And I guess after so many hours, they put you in your room and you just go through your process of it. And they said you eventually do throw up, I guess, because it's basically, I was listening to the Marcus Luttrell podcast and he was talking about, he says it feels like, when you're drunk and you're trying to get all the alcohol out of you and you throw up, you feel a little bit better afterwards. It's kind of like that, but not as bad. He says usually when you throw it up, you feel like clean and refreshed. He said it's the greatest feeling ever.
That's weird.
Yeah. Man, why?
Yeah.
Why are we holding this out? Why are we?
It's the same shit with everything, though. I mean, look at cancer. I mean, you can't tell me that there's people fixing this shit themselves now,
Yeah, speaking of that, I was talking to Miss Nance, and she's in the medical field and all that. And I can't remember if she said it was her sister-in-law or a friend of hers. So she had a tumor, and she started taking ivermectin or something close to ivermectin.
I've been hearing like a mixture of ivermectin and some
like a dog warmer.
Starts with an F or something else.
I don't remember what she said.
Yes,
yeah, you're right. So she started taking that, and didn't tell her doctor, and they said they were kind of like, what the hell's going on? Your tumor's shrinking. I never told him.
Wow.
And he kept on taking it, and I guess if I remember right, I think it disappeared or it got rid of.
Yeah.
So she at the end told him, like, this is what I was taking. The stuff y'all said don't take.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I feel like you got to stand on your own judgment, because look how many people told you so many things about COVID, and then now guess what?
Yeah.
You're not looking that good,
Yeah.
And because they scared you into doing certain things now,
Yep.
Now, how does it, because I personally know people now, people I work with, wives and stuff like that have basically gotten rid of cancer on their own now.
Yeah.
And they were, getting close to stage 4, which is usually like a
Death penalty.
no turn back,
Yeah.
And when you start seeing that around you, and it's they're fixing themselves, but then you talk to the doctors and all these people, all your Facebook people are, you're an idiot. You're taking horse wormer or not.
Yeah. Dog warmer.
Well, I mean, okay. Let's see what happens when you get it, and because guess what? The way I look at it is, where does a doctor get his information from?
I know.
They're being taught from somewhere, right? So where's that
Government.
information coming from?
Yeah.
So whoever
Medical school,
whatever they
whatever.
want you to say and know, that's only what you know. So there's a few doctors that I personally know that said to do certain things, and guess what? They've all been wrong. So
Yep.
I don't care. You can have doctor in your name, but
When my mom was going through her stuff, the doctor she had, they gave her a book for her what she was going through, and he told her throw that shit away. He said all that is the government telling us what to do.
yeah,
So
Yep.
I agree.
yeah,
I just
Whoever that doctor is, I want his number.
yeah.
I'll just go a little further on that. You can't sit here and tell me that this isn't about money.
Oh yeah, it is
100%.
You know,
100%.
maybe some may call that what I'm saying now a conspiracy theory. I don't know. But you can't tell me that big pharma and doctors around our wonderful country, wonderful, I guess that could be thought out with me saying this the way I am. But yeah, like just doctors around this country, it's just not in their financial interest for you to be cured.
I watched some videos on a
sad.
doctor. He was talking about chemo, and he said chemo doesn't work 97% of the time. So he said if Ford Motor Company, and this was also 15 years ago, whatever, but
Right.
he said, let's just say Ford came out with a truck that blew up 97% of the time when you're going down the road. Would they still be in business?
No.
You know what I mean? It's like he kind of put it in perspective, and it was like,
Yep.
that's so stupid.
Yeah, I'm happy that RFK Jr. he got voted in.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
about to clean house, dude.
And
Please,
what I don't understand either is how come they've made it illegal for all this red 40 and all these dyes. And all,
Yeah.
if it's illegal in other countries, why the hell are we just throwing it, especially in our kids?
Yep.
We're one thing. I mean,
Talking about,
we're screwed already.
Is that like
Yeah.
is that like a food dye?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there's
what they
different-
put in Skittles.
So there was I don't know if I talked about that before on the pod, but there was a guy that was going to sue Skittles, and he may have already done it, but he told them if you don't take, I think it was aluminum dioxide or something like that. I can't even tell you what that is, but
Jesus.
I know what it does do is it's only for the color, so you can get
Yeah.
the
do
real
remember
bright coloring, make it look all
Yeah.
cool. And they said, how is there nothing else you can do to change the color other than making people ingest aluminum oxide?
Yeah.
You're talking about like coloration. I used to work for Dairy Farmers of America.
Yeah.
Used to. And, obviously I can't talk about, you can never talk about ingredients that or exact ingredients, but I do know one thing they used was the yellow dyes.
You about to be a
number 5 and
whistle-
number 6.
Oh, he's a whistleblower.
Yeah, whistleblower.
No, this is something used all over food, so it ain't like it's some big secret, but they use a yellow dye,
Dude, I
number
mean,
5
who
and
gives
number
a shit if
6
it's-
for their queso.
Yeah.
They actually use white Monterey cheese, and they put a yellow a yellow dye in it. Yeah.
The heck?
You're talking to a guy who used to work there, to work for a company that made that shit.
What I
So
don't understand is who gives a shit about the color? Like, I don't buy it because it's blue or yellow.
Yeah.
Or,
see, like
you know
when
what I mean?
they made a queso blanco, like they just don't put a color dye in it. It's just white cheese.
Wow.
But when they make the regular Tostitos con queso, they use yellow number 5. I can't remember if it was number 5 or number 6. It's one of those two.
Oh, shit. Well, they're going to gun you down.
Ooh.
They're going to send a drone over here.
I'm pretty sure if you read the label on the back, it says it's in there. So I'm not giving you some
Oh,
secret.
yeah. Okay.
But they do. Well, how
the
many people
hell?
turn that label around and read every damn ingredient in
Yeah.
what they eat?
Well, you know what? It's like Skittles. I don't give a shit if they're purple and red and green. And
Is it still running?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
mean,
can
I
sit
don't-
on here.
I could care less about the color. I'm going to eat that shit because it tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
I'd rather not kill me while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But so I'd heard the guy that was going to sue them, he said, I'm giving you this many months or years or whatever it was to figure out something else to change the color. Like use something less toxic because He said that he did a study, and because the FDA approved it because it was less than 1% of the full ingredients of it. So as long as you're under the threshold that I guess the FDA puts, yeah, which is like still bad for you at 0.01%.
I guess they think if you don't eat that much of it, it won't hurt you in the long run. But
well, that's what you're in sales for, is to shove that shit down his kid's throat.
That's the next 3-letter company they need to investigate into is FDA. I mean, hard.
Hey, speaking
agency.
of all that,
Elon Musk.
Well, I wrote down Elon in the
Doge or DOGE.
Yeah, the Department of Government Efficiency.
Well, they sued the administration like almost immediately after announcing that or something like that.
Dude, you see,
because they knew he was going to do it, so they were already ready to sue him within minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, so you hear how? Did you hear how he got all the information? How much money they were spending? What was it? The USAID or something like that?
USAID, whatever.
Yeah, something like that. So his group, the DOG group or whatever, they were going to go into whatever the building was and go get all the records. Well, they were denying them access. They said, no, you can't come in here. He says, okay, that's fine. My group actually works on the weekends, so we'll come here on the weekend since the government doesn't work on the weekends.
Oh, crap.
So he went in there with his group of dudes or whatever, and just took all the information out of the computers, and that's when they found all this money that was being spent. Like, I'm still getting updates on how much money is being spent to stupid shit.
Speaking of, you were talking about Canada. I think part of the post I read, Trump made a comment about, were we sending money to Canada for some damn reason? I felt like that was part of that topic, but I might have been wrong.
I don't remember. I know we were sending money to, was it to Afghanistan or somebody for sex changes?
Oh, it was a lot of stuff like that. It was all kind of different.
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, was it that?
There was one that we're sending something about.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were being serious. Like it was Afghanistan.
Yes, no, I'm serious. It was
Afghanistan.
To some one of those. Let me see if I can find
people in Afghanistan want to have sex changes.
There was another one about some kind of music over in Serbia, or something like that.
I saw that one too.
I was like, "What the hell is this shit?"
Man, let me see if I can find that.
So
post.
I don't know if this. So I show as of Friday. So last Friday, January 31st, it showed that they saved already $1 billion, over $1 billion so far by canceling 104 the DEI, the stuff they've been talking about.
Yeah.
DEIA contracts, 104 of them, and that's already knocked $1 billion out.
Jesus
taxpayer
Christ,
money,
dude.
Yeah, and some of that shit's part of it, like sending it to other countries for transgender stuff, like musical art, something. And I was like, oh my God.
Well, do you really think that any of this money was truly going?
No.
For what the hell they said it was going for?
Wasn't.
Somebody was getting rich.
Yeah,
almost promise you it was getting funneled back through a damn Swiss bank account somewhere that can't be traced.
Here it is.
Yeah.
It wasn't Afghanistan. It was Guatemala. $2 million for sex changes in Guatemala. $6 million to fund tourism in Egypt.
Okay.
Here's a kicker.
$6 million?
Here is the kicker. $20 million on a new Sesame Street show in Iraq.
20
Iraq,
yes.
20 million
For a Sesame Street show.
Wow. Okay.
Then the last one was $4 million to combat disinformation in Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan?
Yeah.
There's what's his name? Was a Sacha Baron Cohen there leading the way on that one?
Oh, yeah.
I am Borat.
Yeah.
Very nice.
For the people of Kazakhstan.
You'll never get this.
Me and my homie want to park our slab.
Bang, bang, skeet, skeet.
God, that movie was awful, dude.
Oh,
it was funny as shit at times, but it was awful.
But yeah, that's where our money is going to. Stupid shit like that.
I couldn't believe some of the shit I was reading on there. I was like, wow.
And we said this on the last podcast. I'm glad Trump had lost the last election. It exposed so much corruption in our government, and it showed to the people who didn't believe in the Republican or Trump or whatever, like, yeah, we need this guy back. And I think what it also helped with, like Elon Musk, he's switching over, Joe Rogan and all that. They're like, we need to team up with Trump. We need to get this country back on track. Yeah. And I think it helped him get his circle of people around him and do what he's doing now. Clean the
Drain the swamp.
Drain the swamp.
Is the term I still like to use.
How bad do you think it really is that Rogan? Because Rogan didn't want in the middle of any of that.
Nope.
No,
He didn't want
hell
Trump
no.
on. He even said that he didn't want to help Trump's popularity whatsoever.
Yep.
But when he saw what they were doing to him with the court system stuff, he said he
Yep.
felt like he had to do it. Like,
Speaking of Joe Rogan, I saw a podcast of his where he really talks highly of this whiskey I got right here. Sorry, getting a little off topic.
Oh, it's all good.
I wanted to. This is a gift to all of us, to our hombres, to the Tres Hombres here, and it's Joe Rogan really talks highly of drinking Buffalo Trace. So I brought a little bottle of that. Show it to the camera for them who don't know.
come on.
Oh, wait, there it is.
Yeah,
It's all crooked. Blurry.
And then-
Beautiful.
that is also purchased to break in a new, a little decanter set and glasses that we have here for the show
Won't be able
now,
to see the lettering.
so
on
that we can try lots of really great whiskeys on the show,
it. We the people.
especially that Whistle Pig when it comes in.
Oh, we're getting real close to that. We're getting real close to
Show them
that.
that decanter too, man. That decanter's sweet.
I want that to drop.
I can't wait till that.
Yeah.
Can't wait till that's blessed with Whistle Pig.
That you
Yeah.
can pour it in there or leave it in that fancy bottle.
Oh well,
I was gonna pour this Buffalo Trace in that bottle.
Oh,
but-
whatever.
So sorry, I just had to throw that in there. I heard Joe Rogan. Y'all go on. I'm gonna go and pour this bottle in.
There you
while
go.
y'all
Oh
on.
yeah.
Bring it on.
Hey, where's your ice balls at?
Got them in this cooler right here.
Oh,
if y'all
yeah.
want one,
Yeah,
if
we
y'all
might
want a
be-
drink,
Oh yeah, we might have to do that.
I need to christen it in.
But yeah, all this corruption and everything, dude. It's just I'm glad it's all being exposed. Well, you see what Pete Hegsworth said, the Secretary of Defense. So, Black History Month, Pride Month. He says we're not celebrating that crap here.
Really?
He said what? That was nice. He said
Finger pop.
what he thinks about it. He says it causes too much diversity. He says you don't want that amongst your people that are working together.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with him, man. Yeah, I mean, hell, Morgan Freeman said that. Mm-hmm. He said, "Where's y'all's?"
he doesn't wanna-
Yeah, he said, "Where's y'all's White People Month or whatever, something like that." He says, "I don't care about it," I totally agree, man.
Sounds like you're pissing over there.
I'm pissing excellence
Hey,
right
put that
now.
away. There's kids watching.
Pissing excellence is what I'm doing.
You're not gonna be able to be allowed within 50 foot of a podcast.
50 foot is probably a hell of a lot farther than that.
What was that movie where he's like, I can't get that within so many feet of a school because he was.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it Horrible Bosses?
I think it had like Zach Galifianakis or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. I think I thought it was
that-
Horrible Bosses.
No, that was
Oh, that dipshit.
The
on-
Hangover. It was The Hangover.
Was it?
I think it was in The Hangover. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I can't remember now.
Yep.
What the? Does it have like a rubber on it, or is it?
No, it's just glass that sits in there.
Glass, yeah.
Yeah, see,
It looks pretty cool.
Yep.
just a decanter set.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, I saved these too. I'm weird.
Interesting.
Unless y'all want this. Y'all want this?
No, I'm good.
no, we're good. Yep.
I'm like a butt plug.
Buffalo.
Oh,
But yep, I got these ice balls
Whoa.
that I
Ain't doing no
froze
good
at
in
the
that
house.
damn bag, are
No, I'm busting them out right now.
Go ahead and bust them out.
Grab
Keep
them
on.
balls, boy.
I brought 4 just in case.
Grab them,
Ooh.
grab them balls, boy.
So what do you think about Tulsi Gabbard?
What? Which part?
Her being part of the Trump administration.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of see that flip happening though, because when she went after Hillary that time, I was
Yeah.
like, "Woof." I wouldn't want her pissed at me.
No.
Get her, boy.
Ex-military.
Yeah, here's a picture of her right here. I wouldn't want to mess with that.
No. No.
Just carrying a gun like that. Look, see that, Willie?
Oh hell no.
He made sure it was official on the mic.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
pour some shit back in there.
Trust me, that big old ice ball ain't that much.
No. That's good. I just wanted to taste it anyway. Yeah. Whoa. You in the gong? Hold on.
Time to drink.
You win.
Sweet.
I
Now
sound
we
like
can
a Mortal
now we
Kombat
can
shit.
we can be like our idol Joe Rogan.
Well, what do y'all want to toast to? Toast to the new Trump administration,
Hell yeah.
bringing down all the crooks.
Yeah.
Success to our podcast.
Right on.
We're definitely going to be there one day.
When we hit that whistle pig, it's
Yeah,
gonna
we're
be
going
a
to get that whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
party.
the whistle pig's just the first step,
Gotta have goals.
or second step, or whatever you want to call it. Sweet.
Cheers. Salute.
I mean, you don't have to actually chug this. Just toast.
Why
Cheers.
not? Don't be a little pendejo.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. That's pretty smooth. I like it.
Joe Rogan knows what he's talking about.
It's not like
I
that,
should have known that. He's rich enough.
It's not like that. What Seth called it, heaven or hell.
Heaven and hell, yeah.
Heaven and hell.
Yeah. That ain't bad there.
Sweet.
That is good.
Breaking in our
Oh, Joey boy might be up to something there.
Yeah, he is.
Are We the People glasses.
I like that.
I know. I always just mix this stuff, man. Like now, I'm like, God, what have I been doing? Like,
What did you do?
I just need to be. This needs to be in my decanter sipping. My decanter at home. I mean,
Hell yeah. That's
I
pretty
like
good.
that. Oh, Joe, he knows what he's talking about sometimes. Oh, the other thing Trump signed today, ban on transgender athletes in women's sports.
Yeah.
attaboy.
Dude, that needs to
Yeah,
happen.
that-
What was that one?
That should have never.
Remember that one male swimmer? They were
Yeah.
showing, he was like ranked 400 or something in the men's, and he went to the women's and he was first. I was like,
Yeah.
well, no shit.
Yeah,
I mean, what are you doing?
that should have never ever happened. But
Shit happens.
look what
fellas.
we
Shit
had
happens.
though for 4 years, and hey,
Hey,
What you see? What you see out there, boy?
what, you got something to say about that? Oh yeah.
talk back. Hey.
Oh, what else? What else did he do? Man, he's been doing a lot of stuff here lately.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you gonna toke one up?
Either of y'all want a cigar too?
Oh, let me get the lighter for you. Watch out, little mutt.
It's all right. We don't all have to smoke a cigar.
Don't be scared.
Hey, don't fight it.
Tatiana Classic Groovy Blue.
Ooh,
I'll try it.
That's the one you want right there.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want one?
that's a good one.
Here you go. I'll let you. I'll let you do. Oh, you looking in there?
Hey, I already cut this one.
Derek got some fancy ass ones over there.
I already punched it, man. What was I doing? Richard, what'd you do?
Does it? This like cuts into the top of the. Or
Yeah,
is
it's
it
got
a
a-
different one.
Yeah, it's got
it's a
a
hole puncher
So you
right there.
push that little punch up.
Yeah.
What this right?
Well,
I got it.
Yeah,
I got
so
it.
it looks like that.
Cool.
So I had those little V cutters. There's little different types of cutters. Well, they cut, and then you get them little pieces in your mouth. You know, the
Oh,
little
yeah.
pisses you off.
I've got those little cutters. Yeah.
So then they
I know
showed me
what you
that
mean.
lighter, and they were like, "Oh, you can light this even on the beach because it's got the little 4 jets on it, and you can just you punch it with that, and then you don't get all that crap in your mouth."
Ah,
Ooh, I
cool.
smell that one from here. Ooh,
That's some good stuff there.
We're gonna give her a whirl.
man, I think this one's dried out. I took it out of the freaking. I don't know.
Light it up.
Oh my god, it's on fire! Oh, you hear him pulling on it?
I did that close to that mic just for y'all.
Oh yeah.
Oh, another topic. What about all these freaking planes, dude? What is up with that? With like that helicopter?
Dude.
Y'all see that video of that
Talking
helicopter?
about the DC crash.
Yeah.
And then there was another one in Philadelphia, like
Yeah.
what, less than a week later, 3 days
Yeah, it
later,
was like a
something
few
like
days
that.
later.
Dude, that
yeah.
one like darted too, didn't
Yeah,
it? I
it
mean,
did.
it just,
Dude, I saw the video of that
Yeah,
one.
they were
That
showing
one
a
was
video.
crazy.
They said it didn't even look like a plane. It was like something else.
oh man, yeah, I know. And then
You can say conspiracy.
Brittany's
theory.
been wanting to fly to Florida, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll drive mine.
I scared. Hell no.
Yeah,
I guess what pissed off the media is when they Trump said, "Well, if y'all wouldn't have these DEI things going on, gotta be diversified in pilots. Like, we gotta have a transgender pilot, a gay pilot, this and that." He's like, "No, I want a pilot who's got experience flying my damn
yeah.
plane."
Did you see his press secretary when they
Yeah.
asked her about that?
Yeah,
He said, "I don't think anybody, when they were going down the plane, says, oh, I want to make sure that everybody feels equal. That
Yeah.
they'd rather not have a pilot that's like the best pilot in the world." I was like, yeah.
yeah,
It's like, well, yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there.
yep.
Lord.
So I think he got rid of. Yeah, he did get rid of the DEI. Crap.
DEI, yeah.
He got rid of
Yeah.
all that too, which is
Yeah,
good,
because
man.
like I showed 104 contracts that only had to do with DEIA, technically, I guess what they call it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got rid of 104 contracts so far. That was as of last Friday. That was over $1 billion.
Wow.
That's just the beginning.
You know, you were talking about the Canada with the tariffs and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, he did that. You saw he did that with Mexico
Oh
too.
yeah,
Right?
she was acting like a hard ass.
Yeah. Well, she did come back and say, pledge that they're sending 10,000,
Yeah.
Mexican National Guard.
It's a 30-day trial right now.
Yeah, and
from
then,
Canada
Yeah.
and Mexico.
Get it.
One that had no out
free
though.
run.
Did you also see he added a 10% tariff to China?
Yeah, I saw that. I figured he'd add a little bit more to them. But
Yeah, he was a little soft on them.
See, I was wondering about that. They tried to say that China put a 10% on us.
But did y'all? Oh no. Well, maybe they did. I don't know. But
yeah, they were trying to say that.
But
they,
he, from what I read, he put 10% on China, and I don't know if y'all have heard this. A lot of people, like, all of a sudden, their orders aren't being sent to them now.
oh,
Yeah, these people have made orders that hadn't been shipped yet, and now like this stuff's coming from China, and like China, like they're refusing to send it now. So they're like they're refunding their money and saying, "No, we're not shipping it anymore."
wow.
Yeah, there's all kinds of I forgot the company. The wife just told me the names of two of these companies where
Was it
people
like
order a lot of stuff from today.
Temu?
Yes, Temu is one of them. Yes,
Yeah.
that is. Yeah, she told me that earlier. I was like, oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Trump's China tariff increases effects on Ford and GM vehicles, billions of dollars in auto parts. What else?
Like they. Oh, so their vehicles are going to get more expensive
Yeah.
now?
So
really?
the two companies-
People already don't want to buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're not expensive enough.
Yeah. So the two companies that she was talking about was Shein and Temu.
Okay, yeah.
So that's what it is.
There's a lot of Temu shoppers.
Yeah, there is. I bought
However you say it.
2 things on there, and
I have never
Yeah.
used it. I didn't even know it was a thing till the wife told me today.
yeah,
Every time I think about somebody getting scammed on a site, I think about Dollar when he ordered that. Remember you ordered that grill for your Focus?
Yeah, it was a chicken wire. Oh my god!
They sent him like a roll of chicken wire.
Yeah.
I ordered something one time. I forgot what I ordered, and I got a fidget spinner in the mail. And I'm sitting there like, this isn't even remotely close to what I actually ordered. It was like $12, whatever it was. So I was like, I didn't even fight it. I wasn't even trying to return it. I was like, whatever. I just won't order that again.
Wow.
Yeah, I get this thing. I'm like, open it and look at it, and then I realize I'm like, oh, and I started spinning it. It's a freaking fidget spinner. I've never had one of these, and I threw it in the trash because I really don't give a shit about a fidget spinner.
Oh.
I'm from before the fidget spinner.
Oh, I didn't.
I
See
heard that
Generation.
like kids that are autistic and stuff that
They probably
Yeah,
benefit
really
from that.
actually
Oh
helps.
yeah,
Yeah, they do.
I'm sure it helps some people.
That's what I was wondering
Absolutely.
because that lady, I think she worked at one of the stores, and that's what she told me. She said, my brother's autistic, and she said they actually, I thought she said they designed those for them.
Yeah,
Kind
well,
of keeps their brain.
it turned into like everybody getting them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It got so bad where they had to take them.
I'm
Kids were
not
using them in
sure.
school.
They make
people
some damn money off of them.
beyond
Yeah,
a certain,
they did.
not sure people beyond a certain generation.
So
really
that's how you
bought
make
'em.
it.
Yeah.
Say stupid things, create stupid stuff, and you become a millionaire.
Hey, that's how we do it. We're gonna make it.
We're gonna be there.
Cheers.
It's like the Hawk Tuah girl said the stupid few words.
Yeah, what's up with her? She like getting
Yeah, she got in
Slammed
trouble.
now?
Yeah, for she created that like a
created
crypto
something and they invested in it?
cryptocurrency. She bought all those shares in it, and I guess right when they're about to go public, she sold them all. Everybody who had bought shares into them, they lost their ass on it.
dude.
Oh God! So she kind of played that insider trading bullshit. Is that what they're going after her for?
That's what they were saying. Yeah.
White collar
but,
crimes, rich people
yeah.
crimes.
But
she
Nancy
tried to-
Pelosi does it every day.
Yeah, I know. I said she pulled a Clinton. Oh man.
Y'all remember that deal with GameStop when everybody started buying GameStop stock and
Yeah.
like some trust fund millionaires lost their ass
Yep.
because they, you can actually bet against a company too.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can.
really?
So there was millions of dollars, like hundreds of millions of dollars, bet against GameStop.
Yep.
Huh.
So when people went in and started purposely buying stock in GameStop to make it go up, these trust funds that had bet hundreds of millions against it lost their ass.
Yep.
Really?
These were wealthy people who lost their ass, and they're the ones that demanded that they shut down the GameStop stock.
God damn.
And one of them actually did it. They actually shut it down, and then that company lost their ass for shutting down the stocks.
Oh wow.
They got sued into oblivion because you can't do that.
No, you can't. And it was funny because
They caved to their rich trust fund millionaire babies and screwed over a bunch of random normal people, and then they got screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I think Elon was part of that. He'd go on Twitter before he had bought it, and he'd say, GameStop, go to the moon or something like that. And everybody go in, he wasn't saying, hey, go buy stock. He was just saying a saying.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, hey, go buy it.
Influencing a
Yeah,
little
go
bit.
buy it. I'm about to jump it up because he did the same thing with Dogecoin too.
Yep, I remember that.
And everybody was on Dogecoin and they were, buying into it. They were trying to get him on that too. So, that's insider trading. He didn't say go buy Dogecoin because it's about to go up. He just made a statement, and people went and bought it.
They took it.
Yeah,
Took it and ran with it.
heck yeah. So let's
How's
come.
that old Groovy Blue over there?
Groovy Blue's pretty good, man.
I told you.
I like it. I like it a lot.
That's probably one of the strongest flavors that I've ever tasted.
Yeah, that
Especially when
one
I'm
was
sitting
pretty
here sipping a little whiskey.
Yeah?
good. Some Buffalo Trace.
What y'all think about that? Are y'all enjoying that? Or?
Oh, dude, it's pretty good. It's smooth. It's better than that Heaven Hill.
Yeah,
Said
I
right
put
the
that
hell
out
on.
on a shelf to become a mixer. Sorry, Heaven Hill. That shit was bad. I'm sorry, dude. Buffalo Trace, though, man, everything that comes out of y'all's distillery just seems to have it going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe
Not
Blanton's
bad.
comes from there as well, from the same distillery.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Or the same distributor, at least.
I don't know if it's.
That's a pretty cool bottle.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Buffalo Trace. They come from Buffalo Trace, yeah. Blanton's does, too. Yeah, show that to the camera.
Bourbon whiskey.
Sadly, in the last episode, I don't know why we showed y'all all the tops, but we didn't actually show you a bottle. And I had them at the house right there.
Yep.
And we didn't show them to you.
That's one of the cooler bottles I've seen.
So, yes, that is Blanton's.
There it is.
If you've seen John Wick, that's the bourbon he famously has a bottle of brought to his room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's kind of what made that really popular. I blame the movie John Wick. Love the movie, but I blame them for making that hard to find.
93 proof.
Whoa.
18 go.
Put some hair on your ass. Actually, no, it's pretty good. It's got a little more of a bite than this.
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace is only going to be like 80 proof, and that's
Damn, they have like
93.
the barrel number on here and everything.
Yes.
It's stored in warehouse H.
Mm-hmm.
On what's Rick number 92.
Rick rolled.
You getting Rick rolled?
Oh, that might be like the row it's on or the shelf it's on, I'm guessing.
Individually selected, filtered, and bottled by hand at 93 proof.
That's pretty cool.
It was dumped on 10/31/24.
Dumped.
Damn.
Dumped. If y'all like
You got
that.
dumped? I'll dump you.
If y'all like that one, I'll bring. There's a gold bottle I have of that exact same stuff.
We got to get more views to do that one.
No, I have a bottle at the house.
Well, you can't bring too good of stuff, and then the whistle pig tastes like shit compared to it.
but- okay, I'll stop. We'll wait for the whistle pig.
We've waited a long time.
Hey, we're
for
getting
this.
close to the whistle pig, so
Yeah,
We
it's
waited a long
coming.
time.
we'll try that one on how about our next episode? How about that?
Okay.
When we're all in here together, how about that?
That'll work.
And then
Shit, I'm dumping ashes
another
over here.
another 2 episodes, we'll have it on. We'll have some whistle pig.
Nice. It'll be on like Donkey Kong.
Like Diddy Kong.
Oh, hey, that's the other thing. That Cash Patel. You see what he said?
I've been catching clips.
He's talking about releasing the Epstein list,
Oh shit!
the whole book and everything. I can't wait. I hope he does that.
Interesting.
Please do.
Oh,
We'll all
man.
be interested in seeing that
Yes.
shit.
Let it rip.
I'm sure Diddy was probably on that list too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he was.
Jesus.
That's just crazy that this stuff happens around them in our country, and these guys are getting away with it.
How long? How long did they get away with that?
Yeah,
That's a long time.
exactly.
Jeez.
Hey, I got a little history thing I learned here. I watched It's old miniseries too. I don't know why I hadn't seen it before, but it was a John Adams miniseries that was on HBO.
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
And here's a good question for y'all. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, who were two of our founding fathers, and were friends, obviously, because of the work they did together. They died on the same day.
Really?
In the same year. Can y'all tell me what day that was?
Oof.
You ain't got to tell me the year. Just answer, what day did they both die? It was the same day, same year, but what was the day?
July 4th?
That's not bullshit. Really.
No shit.
They both died on July the 4th, 1826.
Give me a dong.
In different places. Different
give me a what?
places.
Whoa, did you hear what Dollar said?
Dang, that came out wrong.
What did he say?
He didn't say gong. He said
He said
wants something.
dong.
Hey,
He wants a dong.
That's getting clipped out.
Hey,
Brother, not from me.
hey, you already facing that way, no?
I'm going to turn, brother. I'm going to close my legs.
Give him what
Yes,
he wants.
they both
we're
died.
giving the people what they want. Give Dollar what he wants.
I don't know if the people want to see that shit.
No, we ain't doing that.
Hey, we're going to cut y'all off for a little bit.
They both died on July the 4th, 1826, which also happened to be the 50th anniversary of our nation.
Huh.
That's kind of weird.
I didn't know that till I watched that miniseries. I'm like, there's no way they didn't die on the same day. And I look it up. Oh, yeah. They really did.
I wonder what was the cause of that.
On the 50th.
Did they say what the
Different
cause of
things.
this? Oh, really?
Thomas Jefferson had been sick for months. And like he'd been pretty much in and out, like bedridden for months.
Gotcha.
And John Adams, it just kind of came on out of nowhere. Like he died within a few days after getting sick.
Dang.
And I mean, different places. John Adams lived in Massachusetts, and Thomas Jefferson lived in Virginia. So
How old were they?
John Adams was 90, and Thomas Jefferson was 83.
Wow.
Damn. I didn't know they lived that long.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
I didn't either. Yeah, they were talking about how long Jimmy Carter lived after his. I think he's lived the longest out of anyone ever.
Yeah, he is.
But
Or did.
considering the time frame, John Adams was president from 1796 to 1800, or 1797 to 1801. So he lived like 25 years after his presidency.
Wow.
Back then. And he actually lived to see his son become president. John Quincy Adams was our sixth president, and he was elected in 1825.
Damn.
That's interesting.
Yep.
The more
Or
you know, the more you know.
was it? I guess it was the 1824 election, but yeah, he was president from 1825 to 1829. So he was actually president. John Quincy Adams was president while his father was still alive, and like he used to go to his father for like advice
Huh.
during the early part of his presidency.
Interesting.
That is. See, we're not a bunch of dummies sometimes.
Yeah.
Not always. I mean, I enjoy watching shit like this. So
Yeah.
Dang.
I started watching American Primeval too. I like it.
Man, I'm still stuck on episode 1. I can't watch it because the kids are around.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm beyond you now. I think I'm on episode 3 or 4.
Man, I've been wanting to watch that show. That's such a good show. Just the first episode caught me quick.
Yeah.
You're hooked.
Yeah, dude. No, it is. It's a good show.
It is.
It's worth watching.
I kind of want to dig more into that history of that little piece right there, and
That's an overlooked one right there.
It is, man.
And it was 1857. I mentioned that in the episode.
Yeah.
I turned it on and watched it, and it says Utah Territory, 1857. I'm like, I knew it. I knew it was like the late 1850s. I just didn't know the exact moment or year.
Man, there's just so much we don't know. Like, God damn.
Yeah, it's like it was the first. I guess the first people to kind of fight against the government, almost.
Yeah.
Besides the
sort
Indians
of.
and all
yeah.
that. But yeah,
Yeah, that gets a little more interesting. I'm not
does.
going to talk about it, but it gets pretty interesting.
Wait, which show were you talking about?
American Primeval.
It's on Netflix.
Oh,
yeah.
camera died.
No.
Have y'all watched that 1883?
1883.
It's another,
No,
another Taylor Sheridan, but it has
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Tim
haven't seen that
McGraw.
one yet.
Ooh, man.
Have not seen that one yet. The wife really wants to watch that one with me together. And
Dude, it's
1923 also. We haven't got to that either. So
well, you know, I watched a lot of Yellowstone, and then
we haven't finished Yellowstone. We haven't watched season 5 of Yellowstone yet.
Really?
We're waiting for it to pop up on Peacock.
yeah. Well, 1883 is interesting because you get to figure out how they get to where they are. Because pretty sure when they started, if I remember that right, they were around Dallas, I think, or somewhere in Texas, and they ended up there.
In Yellowstone, or
Yeah.
Wyoming.
But dude, it's crazy how they got there. Like I don't even want to. But it's is it what's his name? Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
I saw that he's in it. Yeah,
Dude,
I saw
you can't have that dude.
previews.
He's one of the better
Yeah.
Western movie kind of guys.
Oh,
like, you know,
dude,
he is.
love Sam Elliott, man.
Yeah, you can't go
Everything.
wrong with
Hell,
him.
The Ranch. You
The
seen
Ranch.
Y'all watch The Ranch?
yeah. He's that perfect guy.
He is.
I mean, hell, he played back in Tombstone.
Tombstone. Yeah.
If you think
Yeah,
about
he
that,
did.
that was the beginning of the
Dude, go back to the 80s Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
Dude's
That show.
Dude's been around. Hell, he had gray and white hair in Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was in the 80s, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of them people like Willie Nelson, dude. He's always had white and gray hair
Yeah.
as long as he's been alive.
Yeah. No, 1883. So they're basically trying to get from here to, there's, I can't remember if it's like Germans or where they're from, but it's people that came over. They're trying to get to Oregon. And so you think about it. You remember that game you played at Oregon Trail when we were younger?
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, and you know how many times you died like on the way
Yeah.
there? That's pretty much this show, like making that,
Can't make the rings.
because they had to cross the Brazos.
Yeah.
They lose people. Like it's just like shit happening the whole trail. And I mean, there's only so many people that make it.
So it's kind of like Lonesome Dove. Y'all seen that miniseries
It's
back
been a
in
long
the day?
time.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that one.
Yeah, they lose people along the way. Yeah.
Yeah. But Tim McGraw's in there. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of sad, but it's like you look at it, it's like that was life, you know,
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah, losing.
traveling in those wagons and
You know,
Harsh.
you lost people a lot back then, dude.
when
People.
the things you run into, the bandits, the Indians, I mean, oh, God.
man, it'd be
dude.
the Indians that your worst
Well,
nightmare.
and then some of the Indians are fine, you know, they're cool, but oof.
Yeah, American primeval kind of
Yeah, it
goes along the
it-
same route too.
yeah, it
the
does.
type of all the different type of pieces of shit you meet out there.
Yeah.
The bandits, the Indians, yeah.
Dude.
I've always, I always kind of daydreamed about this. Like, what kind of person would I be back in that day?
Man, I don't know.
With that mindset, like, you don't know when you're gonna die. It's any time.
Yeah, you got to be mean.
Yep.
Hell, and then you can be mean as hell and kick all kinds of ass and survive, and then a disease just kill you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I don't want to give nothing away, but I think the first episode starts out like that. You know, smallpox was the big one
Yeah.
back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that.
That Sam Adams series I was talking about, smallpox is shown in that too.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, that was kind of like the first thing that wiped somebody out in that show was
Smallpox.
they made them walk in. They were all immigrants that came in, and so one guy stood in the room and witnessed. And he said, "Come in, pull your shirts up, whatever." And this guy, he pulled the front of his shirt up, everything looked good. He turned around and it was just a bunch of stuff on his back, and he was like, "Oh,
Those
so
were, dude. Well, I've only seen it depicted in movies, obviously, but
yeah,
dude, those swords were nasty, dude.
yeah." He so they pretty much told him, "Go lay out by the river until you die. Get out of town. If I see you in town, I'll shoot you and I'll kill you."
Dang, that'd be the last place I'd tell them go by the river.
Yeah, he just told him go lay
Well-
out by the river till you die, and I was like, "Oh man."
And
That sucks.
And you had to like keep them in bed because some people survived that.
Really?
Oh yeah, it didn't kill everybody.
Well, so they were,
it wasn't Ebola, you know.
the way they looked at it is, you ain't gonna stay in this town and infect everybody in this
Yeah.
town. Take your ass over there and die. Like,
isolate yourself.
Yeah, they pretty much try to just. I mean, it sucks, but they took it like you're gonna die and you stay the hell away. We don't want it. So.
Yeah.
Because I mean, all them traveling together too. You know, oof, man.
And, you know, talking about that, like I wasn't for the COVID vaccine. I didn't get the COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
And then for people to like call, like say, to start calling you an anti-vaxxer, and it's like, that's not true, man. Like, I do believe in vaccines.
Yeah.
I've had a tetanus shot. I've had all these things. I had baby shots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for it. You know, I'm sure part of the baby shots we all got was the smallpox shot.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, you know, I remember I won't say a name, but I used to work with a guy, and he was a true anti-vaxxer. None of his kids had their vaccinations, many of which you're supposed to have to even attend a public school, but they still attended a public school.
Yep.
And he went on and on with me about, oh, the government puts all this stuff in these vaccines and blah, 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 blah. Like, they don't really do anything. They don't really work. And I just looked at him like, just stunned. I'm like, bro, do you know anyone that's had polio? And he looked at me funny. I'm like, name one person that you know alive right now that has polio. Find an article that names someone in the United States that freaking has polio. And he just looking at me confused, like, oh, blah, blah, and started fumbling his words of like, it's like, not only that, find someone on earth that has smallpox, bro.
Yeah.
And it's just, he started fumbling his words, and I'm like, don't give me this bullshit that vaccines don't work, because they have done good things for mankind.
Yeah, for sure they have.
They do work if they're done correctly. Polio, smallpox proves that shit.
Yeah.
And for you to sit here and tell me that you didn't let your kids have any of those exact, and don't give me this excuse, well, nobody has it, so why should they get it? No, don't give me that. What if your daughter wants to travel to fucking Africa in 20 years?
Yeah.
She don't have the polio vaccine because yo ass didn't give her vaccinations.
Yeah,
That sounds like one of the guys I work with. So he would show me these videos, and he would say it was about McDonald's French fries. And there's a guy that dresses up like Ronald, and he flashes a sign, and he's like, how does McDonald's French fries have 18 ingredients? It's just a potato. Like so he would not eat McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
But he would go to Taco Bell and just
Like, that's
chow
even
down.
better.
And I'm like, for real, dude?
Right, Taco Bell.
This is the same guy that told me that the fluoride in your toothpaste will make you grow another arm, and he was pretty out there. And what was so funny, he's sitting there telling me, I don't use a damn tooth. I use this other stuff. You look at his teeth. His teeth were yellow as could be. You know what I mean? Just plaque built up out there's no telling what he had going on in his mouth. And he's like, yeah, like, I don't use that shit. And I was like, well, I can tell you don't use that shit. I mean, your teeth are all about gone. So, I mean,
Got that yuck mouth.
yeah. And I was
Sorry,
like,
hitting the gong again.
I was like, dude, I mean, I get the theories, like, you don't trust people. I mean, we've been built to not trust, but, oh my goodness.
I'm going to have another. Just saying.
Sit.
Have
Get
it?
on it. Yeah. I know there's some vaccines, like, I don't know. Yeah, that COVID vaccine, man, I didn't believe it. As soon as I said, oh, yeah, we got a vaccine. No. That's
was just so
negative.
fast.
Yeah.
I don't believe in something that was made that fast.
No, I don't either.
There's no proven.
But then
there's no way to study side effects. Nothing. We just pound something out because something that only kills like maybe 1% of people, it has to be stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if y'all get y'all's flu shot.
No.
Y'all don't.
I don't. The one time I got it, I got sick.
That's what I hear most common.
I think, and that was probably 15 years ago when I was like 21, 22 years old.
I don't know the last time I got the flu.
That tells you how old I am. I know. These guys don't ever let me forget.
Yeah. That was back before their encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia?
That's before they invented bicycles.
Damn,
That was
dude.
back when fire was invented, I think.
Did you rub two sticks together to make that fire? Or what?
I don't know. You tell me.
Or was it like fat bastard? You're gonna start a fire.
The reason Flintstones was made because of Willie.
He invented the wheel.
Yabba dabba doo.
Oh, man. God dang it.
Well, how long have we been going?
Probably about over an hour and a half.
I was going to say.
Dang.
We can keep on
Had a lot
rolling.
to say.
I don't mind.
I mean, I can.
Hey, before I get further, let me throw another Chuck Norris fact in there.
Oh, yeah, you missed a few of those last time.
Yeah. We were just talking about fire. How about this one? Chuck Norris can make a fire by rubbing 2 ice cubes together.
Jesus.
Sorry, that one. I had to throw that one in thinking about that.
I laughed at that one. They said his daughter lost her virginity, and he went back and got it. Like,
There's some good ones out there, dude.
Well, speaking of fire, I went to that cook-off in Shiner this weekend. First time they did a cook-off for the 4-H to raise money.
Yeah, you were talking to us about that.
That was pretty cool, man. And, instead of selling fruit, I guess they still sell fruit, but this brought in a lot more money for 4-H. They had what I was told, it was like 20-something people. I guess they expected 20 people, but like over 40 showed up.
That's pretty good.
That is. I got to give a shout out to, I don't know what his team name is. I forgot. Well, anyways, Josh Nance, he was down there, a good friend of ours.
Nancy Pants.
Yeah. His brother-in-law, Brandon, and his sister, they were cooking, and I went and hung out with them for a little bit, and his food was pretty damn good. His ribs were good.
Does Nance listen to this show?
I don't think he does.
That bitch. Nance, you're a fucking bitch, dude. Sorry for my French, y'all. I got to call him out.
He's got time to listen to us.
I'm sure. I mean, he's an operator like me.
Yeah.
He can't be doing a lot, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it matters how you respond to when something does go wrong. Exactly. That's what really matters when you're an operator.
But, hey, I think I texted Nance to see what they placed in. I think he said they placed first in brisket, and I think 5th or 6th in chicken, or 5th or 6th in ribs.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know some guys that make some pretty good brisket. Like, was Wheelo out there?
Wheeler was out there.
Wow.
Yeah, Wheeler was out there because his I guess his stepdaughter, she's the one that put on the deal.
That's right, Corey.
Corey, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's she's the ag teacher or something like that over there in Shiner.
Yes, I think they got 2 now.
I think they
got 2. So she's one of the 2. She may be like the head of the department. I don't know. Yeah, she was kind of filling in before Bruce was even fully retired.
Oh, really?
She was filling in for Bruce when he got sick there for a little while. Yeah, I remember she came out and I had some old like coveralls, and she wanted something that was already kind of like crappy that she could wear in the mud when she was out dealing with students, like going out to check on animals.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. So she bought I was selling them for like $5 a pair. They were like old FR ones. She didn't care like how they fit or anything. It was like I'm just taking these out, and like they get mud on them. I don't care. Yeah. And then that's when she told me, well, yeah, I'm filling in for Bruce. I'm like, no shit. I said, I didn't even know Bruce, was kind of sick there, but yep, she's taking over for Bruce now, and that's awesome.
That's good.
She was definitely I think a good fit for that. So
yeah, she's doing good things for the ag department.
Yeah,
it's real good to have.
Absolutely.
Hey, don't be asking for another dong.
No.
Speaking of Nancy Pants, though, like there's a 4th chair over there.
I know. I told
Nance
him.
would be a good.
I told him.
I've actually got a pretty extensive list of people that could be guests on this damn show. Just saying. Another one texted me yesterday, Herman.
Ooh, we got
I know you're listening now,
one,
son.
Shermanator.
Yeah.
Shermanator.
I know he's got some stories to tell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he listened to one of our earlier episodes where I mentioned something about someone creating a photo, because creating a photo of me with Snooki standing next to me. And he actually found that and sent it to me.
Damn, that's awesome.
Like, this has got to be from like 2011 or 12. Or, God, I don't know, dude.
He went back.
I can just tell I was young, and in the house we were in, right, Derek?
Oh, yeah.
The house we were in.
Right away.
And I'm wearing a Coors Light shirt. Like, I would never wear a Coors Light shirt today.
You're a hater, dude.
I know you still like them silver bullets. You want the mountains to turn blue.
like the bottles better.
Hey, I used to drink the shit out of those back in the day.
Hey, we got some
I'm not gonna lie.
Coors Original, some old.
If you've got some banquet, I would drink that.
There's
some banquets.
I like the banquets.
They ain't cold, but
Yeah, they were.
they were.
We got ice right here. Throw them in here for a minute.
Yeah.
I got some cold sea salt and limes.
Oh.
If someone wanted one.
Oh, I'm good right now.
Dude, I'm tired of looking at them.
Yeah,
I got so many in my fridge.
I'm liking this bourbon right now. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm content.
Yeah.
Bourbon's good. Not gonna lie.
This is also part of why I don't drink as much beer as I used to. Started sipping a lot of bourbon, especially when it's cold. When it gets warm, I'll drink more beer.
Yeah.
Old age.
Yeah. Gotta warm up them joints.
Taste buds have gone to shit, so I need bourbon to get me there.
Oh man. Well, I say we can wrap it up if y'all want to.
Sure, man.
Might as well save something to talk about for next time.
Yeah, we did pretty good on this one. Well,
We'll talk about Willie's old age another day.
yeah,
Ah, you bastard.
we can do a documentary on that one.
Willie, what's the weather look like? I'm old.
My joints hurt.
I got arthritis.
There's a cold front. My knees hurt.
You know, a man tried to sell me a coffin yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I just told him that was the last thing I need. Since you're talking about
Wouldn't be
how
right
old,
without a dad joke right there.
yeah, since you're talking about how old I am.
Oh man. Well, all right. Well, appreciate y'all listening in on us, checking out the Backroad Banter podcast, hanging out with us. I'd say drinking with us, but y'all are not here drinking with us.
Yeah. It's been real and it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. Looking at Willie.
Damn.
Shots fired.
Looking at Willie.
Damn. I'm sorry, guys. I'll let y'all know.
I ain't got to pick on Willie. Y'all had free range for.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Y'all had a twosome in that last one, so
Well,
had to intervene a little bit.
well, I was going to say, like, you're welcome for this whiskey, but never mind. And these decanters. Decanter set.
You know what? Just,
Oh, I dropped the cigar in it. I see.
dude, that'd be how trashy would that be? I don't even think I would talk to me anymore. Yeah. Thank you, Willie. That's pretty badass.
Oh, yeah, that was good, man. Appreciate that.
Oh,
For sure.
I wasn't asking for a thank you, guys. I was just talking shit.
Well, I'm not getting on my knees, so you just get over it.
Yeah, you can take it or leave it.
Yeah.
No, we needed this. That's why I did it. Dollard, thank you for all the stuff you buy for our podcast.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no problem.
And
the
all
technician.
all the work you do. Like, I know you spend a lot of time putting these videos together, editing. So I
make
want
sure
to
the
give a
sound's
shout
right.
out and a thank you to our main man here, Mr. Dollar Bills.
We're not worthy.
We're not. Yeah, we are not worthy, bro.
This show wouldn't be what it is without y'all guys. So I appreciate y'all too.
Yep.
Yep. It's been a lot of fun doing this. It's still gonna be fun.
And a big thank you to Derek for giving us a place to do this
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
virtually every time.
Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
we can do
There
it.
was a couple occasions where we went once at your place,
Yeah.
once at mine, but most of the time Derek's got us taken care of right here.
yeah.
Maybe one day we'll have a real studio.
Hey, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Y'all keep listening and help us get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was drinking Whistle Pig, I might feel like I got something going
And that
on.
gives me my last thank you. Thank you to all you listeners out there. Like, we really appreciate it, and we hope, we hope and we're glad that y'all enjoy this.
Willie's going to be downtown Shiner Thursday night, handing out free blowjobs. Oh. Edit that part out. Edit that part.
Is that reverse psychology? Please don't show up.
Oh man.
Yeah. You can get you a twofer.
I might
be
send
handing out
someone else in
cigars.
my place. just ask for Chachi.
Oh, damn. Come on down to the square, get you a cigar and
Oh,
a
yeah.
DJ.
Cigar, whiskey.
Oh, man.
I could say something, but I'm just gonna leave that out.
Yeah, we probably could have ended without that.
Yeah.
That was not very PG of me.
All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this
Hey,
show up.
y'all come on downtown Shiner and
Oh man.
Joke's on y'all. I don't go downtown China much.
Yeah, well, we'll get them there.
We'll get some more of this Buffalo Trace in them.
Yeah, we'll tell them there's a bottle of Whistle Pig that fell out at the square.
Hey, I will go look for that. I might brave some shit to find that.
But yeah, well, like Willie said, we appreciate y'all listening to us, checking us out. Like I said, check us out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music,
YouTube.
and YouTube.
Yep.
No more TikTok. Well, I don't got TikTok anymore. So
Lame.
I know it's still there, but
No more ticky-tacky.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have the app, but I hardly ever used it. I only looked at it when these guys sent me shit. So
Yeah.
I still got it, and I almost deleted it too.
Oh, well, I was a dummy and I deleted it.
I was
Now
right
can't get it
there.
back.
also look for our Facebook page as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, check out our Facebook page. We mostly post our podcast episodes
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, links to the shows, right?
Yeah. And man, if some of y'all, if y'all want to join us on the podcast, man, hit us up. You know, we'll check y'all out and
Yes.
see what kind of, maybe you got some good stories you want to tell.
Always looking for guests.
Yeah, we're open to that, man. Especially if y'all are local and you got some good stories, man. Come on, bring it on. Like I said, we want to kind of give back to the community. I feel like that.
Absolutely.
No.
We love Shiner. We love where we came from. So, and I mean, not just Shiner, the extended community too,
Yeah,
the extended
yeah,
towns around us, the extended area.
exactly.
So,
Yep. All right. Well, appreciate y'all listening to us. That's the end.
The end.
adios, y'all. Thanks for riding Backroads with us.
Come on down downtown Shiner. Thursday.
Oh, God.
You might be disappointed.